do you think of this song here? Okay, it looks like he's not on yet. Oh my god, everyone posted what the fuck is going on with Consensus. Straight up, man, that shit was wild. It took like 3 hours. What's up, Millie111? How you doing, man? Dude, Consensus was wild. It was like the first day, everyone spent it waiting in line. Obviously, the GOAT didn't have to wait in line. I was in line for about 10 minutes, and I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. And I went to someone, I was like, hey, yo, I'm with the media. I'm a partner here, guys. You need to give me my pass so that I can get to work, or I'm going to start making content about how shitty this thing was. And they were like, no, come with us, come with us. You want to know why you haven't get any buyers yet? Sure, Millie, tell me why. Why haven't we got any buyers yet? Honestly, we had a lot of buyers, but we just crashed and dumped. I had to get supply control back. And we'll talk about that on the show. Too many people. Like, I'll talk about it in a little bit, but yeah, I had to do some repositioning because it was just out of control, and I needed to make sure that I had control of the supply. Haven't got your coin listed. You know, I applied for CoinGecko. I applied for CMC. They won't approve it until it's at 100K market cap. So we got to get it up to 100K, and then they'll approve it. I already applied, though. And they want to see volume. But yeah, I already applied. We'll get there, though. We were there. And then people kept panic selling. That's part of why I had to reposition. And I had to get supply control. But now I have supply control. And full disclosure, I have about 25% of the supply. I'm going to be adding most of it to the liquidity pool, locking it, and then I'm going to have a marketing wallet that unlocks at $1 million market cap for marketing, merch, stuff like that. So I got it all planned out. Everything's going to be good to go. It just, you know, we had to do some repositioning. Let me double check with Ken because we're 1 minute over. Maybe I need to sign in. No, I shouldn't need to sign in. So put a W in the chat if you're winning in crypto right now. Put an L in the chat if you're losing. Let me know how you guys are doing. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody engage. Let me know if you guys are winning or if you're losing in crypto right now. I mean, technically I'm losing in crypto because of this project, but for me, I think I'm winning. Like, it's an investment for me. Like, we're building a record label, we're building a business. It takes money to make money, and most businesses aren't profitable, you know, right out the gate. We could have been, but I wasn't going to rug my own chart, you know, to be profitable. Like, there was no need to do so. What's up, Run Up? How you doing, bro? Thank you for the heart, me man. Appreciate you. But yeah, like we had to get supply control, and we're going to be talking about, you know, some of the things that happened with crypto revolution, why they happened, and also, you know, some of the FUD that has been out there. People believe that because a token is launched on Pump Fun, it can't have utility. That is not the case. Okay, so the token itself has a set contract, but you can have sub smart contracts attached to the token, and that's what we have right now. So there's no reason, just because it's launched on Pump Fund, that we can't have other smart contracts linked to it. That's just narrow-minded thinking. I think people don't understand, and these are people that know crypto. They don't understand that there is a way to think outside the box. You know, everyone is very linear and narrow-minded. Me, I think outside the box. So I understand that just because something has a fixed smart contract doesn't mean that there can't be other contracts attached to that token. That's just the tokenomics of the token for that smart contract. And I think that that's like some of the discrepancy and some of the FUD that was going around with the project. They didn't believe that it could have utility, but the utility is active and functioning right now. A few days ago, I warned a woman that was leading live not to say it's a good investment. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not a good investment. I wouldn't say it is a good investment. You either believe in it or you don't. But I will tell you this, it's not theoretical. The only thing that's like speculative is contracts for artists with businesses. We got to get businesses to want to work with our artists. But I think, you know, through building and as time goes, you know, that's going to be no problem. And I got a lot of connections with a lot of businesses. I think, you know, once the website gets out there, once the marketing gets out there, it'll happen. But you know, there's time. You know, we've only been live with this project for about a month. You know, we got to get the contracts sorted out for the artists. There's a lot that has to be done before I even start bringing in businesses. So, you know, it just takes time. It just takes time. You got to be patient, you know, like this isn't a quick pump and dump. No, for your own sake, I would not do lives that can backfire. No, I get what you're saying. And you know, invest at your own risk. What I would tell you is that this is venture capitalism. If you guys know what venture capitalism is, basically you're investing into something earlier on, with the idea that later on, bigger players are going to need the utility of it, and then you can either sell a portion of yours or whatever to be bought out of your position. That's all it is. It's just nothing new is happening here, other than it's an AI music record label and it's tokenized. Like the way the business is run and the way everything is done is business as usual. There's nothing new. Everyone's just like, oh, how can you do that? It happens every single day. So the idea is you guys have an opportunity through venture capitalism to stake a position early on, and in order to benefit off of it. That's the idea, you know? And like a lot of the deals that I'm working out with like the KOLs and stuff, like, cause they want supply, they want all this. So I'm like, I'm not giving you 1% of my project. And I'm like, I'll give you 1%, but I'm going to lock half of that percent up until it hits $1 million market cap. And then I'm going to lock the other 0.5% forever. and it'll be transferable, right? So, and that's the governance. That's 2.5 million tokens in order to have an active boat, and that's what's valuable, right? So this way, if it's locked forever, they can't dump it, but they can OTC transfer it. So those are the deals that I'm working out, so that way they can never sell off the tokens until the market cap's really high and there's plenty of liquidity. So those are the things I'm working out. I've thought this through. I tried to do it a little differently. I was trying to change the game. I was trying to make things better and different, and um, that's just not how it worked out. So we had to, go back to the drawing board, and basically it's tokenomics, general tokenomics, how it's always been. I don't know what's up with the podcast though. I'm not hearing anything. Let me try something. Thanks for taking my money, dude. I never sold any money, and I bought all of it back in. So did I take any money from you? Absolutely not. You need to be patient, okay? Gotta be patient. If I had taken everybody's money and rugged the project, I'd have sold at a 275K market cap, and that didn't happen. And you look at the chart, there's nothing but dev buys all over it. I've lost thousands of dollars. Well, I haven't lost anything because I have supply, but I had to get supply control back. No, I didn't CTO it. I'm still debbing it. I'm still debbing it. But the problem is people had too much supply from the community, okay? And I had to get control of the supply for the tokenomics, because people would get cranky and would just dump a bag. We would be getting bullish and things would be about to take off, and then somebody would throw a fit for no reason. So I lied. No, I actually just was going to CTO the project, but the community didn't come together to save it, so I stepped in to save it. That's what happened. Yo, what's up? What's up, Black Rocks? But yeah, I'm debbing it now. It was like this. I couldn't deal with the drama anymore and the nonsense that everybody was giving me, and I was just like, fine, you guys handle it. Because no one wanted to do anything, but they all wanted to complain. So I'm like, here, you guys handle it. It's on you. Everybody dropped the ball and just started abandoning ship because of it. So then I was like, well, shit, they didn't fucking do anything. So I stepped in and recovered the project because the community refused to do so. That's what happened. Y'all had your opportunity. There's a lot of people that bought and they didn't fucking sell. They just held on to it and said, whatever, we'll see what happens with it, you know? But the people that were trying to make a quick buck, or being cranky or whatever it is, you know, they sold their bag at a loss. Like, I've never seen anything like it before. I've never seen people get cranky because the dev took a nap because he was traveling. What's the coin's business? It's the first tokenized AI music record label. I gotta find out what's going on with this podcast, guys. I'm not seeing or hearing anything. Let me try. Try signing in. Let's see here. might be working now. No, that doesn't seem to be it. No. I don't know. I guess I'm still waiting. What's the CA? Let me see. I'll pull it up for you. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm not hearing or seeing anything. Let me see. Is he live in here? He's not live right now. I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what's going on. I'm not sure. Maybe they forgot about the show. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show with your friends. Follow me on all platforms at Ozthecryptogoat. Check it out here. We're looking pretty good. Look at that. That's looking pretty good to me. Look, we got dev buys all over it. Dev buys, nothing but buys from the dev. You know, you can, anybody that's complaining about Oz took all my money, go on the blockchain and look at the transactions, and you tell me if Oz took your money. It's only an L if you sell, baby. It's only an L if you sell. It's all trackable on the blockchain. Oz didn't touch your bag. You touched it. You did it to yourself. Riz, been a minute, brother. Yeah, it sure has, man. Good to see you. Look at this. That looks mighty juicy to me. Can't copy the CA. Just go into one of my TikTok posts and it should be on there. BlackRock says Oz bought at all-time high and all-time low. Exactly. Oz has done nothing but buy. Everybody else took profits. Oz did not. Everybody crying, Oz, you rugged me, bro. No, I did not. Go track the transactions. Y'all just crybabies. And guess what? You lost money. Sorry. That's crypto. But also, you know, I don't care anymore. I've done everything I can to help y'all. If you don't rug people, G's say whatever, someone makes a coin and they die. Exactly. What's up, Paladin? don't rug anyone. It's not like I don't rug new people. I don't rug anyone. I haven't rugged anyone. Can you see my chats? Yeah, I see you, bro. Sorry. 1 million topper by the end of the year. I think that's easily doable. I think that's easily doable. I mean, 50K is a few $100 away. Yes, I'm live again. We're live on Pump Fun again. I was on tour, and I got a new video, by the way. It's got a little bit of tour footage from it. You guys want to see it? I'm not sure if I have it on here yet. I might be able to email it to myself. But I'm trying to wait and see, because we're supposed to have a podcast right now. And I don't see the creator live or anything. Maybe they're having technical problems. I'll tell you, I would have much rather slept in. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the podcast. Maybe they're having technical problems, but we were supposed to be on 20 minutes ago. But I guess, let's talk about it, right? Yeah, the project is not dead. It's just getting started, okay? I had to regain supply control. Too many people had too much power to just rug it, and they would get cranky for some reason, because like I was traveling all across the world, okay? Traveling everywhere, and I took a nap and didn't respond to someone in time, and they got cranky and dumped their bag, and I was like, this can't happen anymore. So I had to regain supply control. I was like, the community is acting like children. They cannot be trusted with the supply control, and so I had to take it back. That's what happened. And I CTO'd it for a short period of time, and I was like, here, you guys take it. I don't want to deal with your drama anymore. I'm just over it. You guys are acting like children. And they were like, yeah, right? And so I was like, here, you guys deal with it. And they started dumping again. Instead of like coming together as a community, I was like, okay, this has to stop. I'm like, I'm going to lose everything. So I pulled out what little bit I had in the chart still, and then they all started abandoning ship, right? And so then I came in and I bought the bottom up. I got the supply control, and now we're back. That's all. That's all that happened. I gave them the opportunity to have it. They dropped the ball. That's not on me, That's not on me. But now we have supply control. People can't just dump on the chart. I've got everything allocated properly. We're locked and burned supply. We're adding to the liquidity pool. We've got a lot going on. And honestly, I've just been home for, a couple days. And I just told myself, I'm tired. I don't feel like going live right now. I just want to rest. Because I worked for like 30 days straight on this project, because I was working on it before I even launched it. And I mean, 20 hours a day I was working, no days off. And then I went on tour for 2 weeks, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm tired. So I took a rest. And people got mad because I wanted to rest. I wanted to breathe. Too much of their money, it makes them scared on little things. I know, right? So, like, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna take a couple days off, and then we'll come back to it. But even then I've been working behind the scenes. I've been making music videos and stuff. I just haven't been going live. You know, I've been negotiating with KOLs and marketers daily. Like, I haven't had a day off. I'm still working. You just haven't seen me because I'm like, I don't want to go live right now. Community bag working is a contact support, not finger pointing. Exactly. You know, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that a lot of people just aren't educated enough. And I think that's partially my fault. I should have educated the community a little bit better on what to do. And I did, but they wouldn't have done it anyway. They would have just done their own thing. You know, so we had to get the supply control back. And this is normal. Like, this is how a project is normally launched. And this is basically a soft relaunch. But you know, this is basic tokenomics, how it normally would be. So now that I have the supply control, people can't dump on it, and we're going to be locking up tons of supply, and we're going to have the money for the marketing and everything that we need to pay for ads and everything. So it's better this way. That I was trying to make a system where the community would be more vested into their investment, right? So by being more involved, and instead of just buying token, selling token, you know, they would have the early position to make more money than the developer, but they would also have the responsibilities that shared with the developer, like marketing costs and website costs and things like that. And everyone cried about it. I'm like, you guys are up 10 times more than me. You guys took out your initials based off of what I put into the chart. I'm like, and I'm supposed to still continue to pay for everything. So it just became this drama of like, you know what? You guys got to figure it out. Dev can't pour from an empty cup, though. Exactly. And what I was trying to do was split it amongst the community. And I was trying to reimagine the way tokens are launched, and it just don't work. Now I understand. I was trying to rewrite the book on it. Can't be done. You can't trust people because they see the market cap go up, but they're not even paying attention to the liquidity. You know, they're thinking very short term, like, oh, I just want to pull all my money out right now and take all of it, instead of taking the little bits or putting it into the liquidity pool to earn, wealth over time. I don't want to talk down to people, but it's simple-minded in the fact of how crypto works. I bought at 2.6 market cap, but I only picked up like 3.8 million. Didn't want to mess up supply. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. See, Doc, Paladin, Red Dog, these people, they're in Crypto Raps Live all the time. I see them in there. They understand the trenches. They understand the tokenomics. They understand how all this stuff works. The rest of them, like from my community, I've been like trying to get them to learn DeFi, to learn crypto, and they have not educated themselves at all in this whole year, and some people just can't be taught anything. I bought at 50K market cap to dilute myself before initials. Dude, you guys are fucking real ones, man. You guys are real ones. You guys understand the trenches. You guys understand tokenomics. Everyone else, and I don't want to talk bad, and I'm not going to name any names, but they just don't want to learn. And the most they know about crypto is buy token, sell token. That's it. People don't want to educate themselves, even if it's free. They just want to degen. Facts. Only took $12, so it didn't lose with the drop. Yo, we just fucking sent. We're at 22K market cap. Yeah, why not is hella based. Why not's my friend in IRL. Like me and Why Not, we live close. We go to parties together. We hang out. We travel across the world together. Like Why Not is my boy, and we have a good time hanging out. Look at someone dumped on that. Oh my god, what? Can you believe that somebody dumped that hard? Ay ay ay. That's what I'm crazy. What I'm talking about. That's freaking crazy. Those are some of the people that got in a little bit earlier on. Um, and we're going to see that because they're just going to be like, oh, it's going up. I'm out of this, you know. And that's okay. We're going to recover over time, but just hold on and know that this is not short term. You know, this is going to be a long term build, and there's going to be a lot of people, you know, along the way that are, as soon as you know you put some in, they're going to pull it. It's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. A lot of people are sour about this project because they're like, nah, it's sent up to 275K market cap. Nah, I didn't take profits. It's all your fault. Like, that's not my fault. Like, but look at the buys are coming back in. It'll recover that wick. It'll retest. It's just, we're good. Somebody was like, let's see here. We're just going to block that person. It's funny they call me the rugger. They obviously don't know how to track the blockchain. You know, go track the transactions and tell me if Oz rugged this project or not. It's crazy because it says, too, like it says, oh, the creator had somebody. Yeah, I saw you muted him. Thank you, bro. It says somebody flagged me as that I rugged the project. So, like, when you look up the token, it comes up like, oh, the dev has a history of rugging projects. I've never rugged a project ever. Never rugged a project. It's crazy. People just assume, like, it's literally all on the blockchain. Go look for yourself. You can see every transaction, and you can see that the community did it to themselves. And then you seen the picture of Spider-Man where they're all pointing at the different Spider-Mans? You know what I mean? That's what it is. And they're so jealous. No, I would say they're not even from Nigeria. They're from this community. People need to do some soul scan digging before throwing accusations. Facts. Facts. And that's the thing, is like, I tried to teach them how to do this, and some of them have picked it up and learned it. Other people just, no. They don't want to learn anything. They want to blame someone. They want to point the finger. And that's just what it is. Fine. You know, they're going to miss out. You know, that's all. I did my analysis hard. I know it wasn't you. Exactly. I mean, I had a Telegram group of people from where they were blackmailing. No shit. The Nigerians were blackmailing you? That's crazy. You know what else is crazy is, like, as a dev, like, I'm supposed to never touch my wallet. Like, I can't take profits. I can't do anything. Like, you know, a token launch like this is like an IPO, right? So in IPO, The company goes public and allows the public to buy shares of the company, which is what this project is right here, right? Allows them to buy shares of the company. The people buy it up, it jacks the price up, and then what happens? The company dumps the supply and sells, and it's a fundraiser. It's a way for companies to raise money for, capital for their business, right? And that's literally what these are. Okay, this is a tokenized IPO, basically. But in the crypto space, for some reason, when someone, the dev, takes any profit, doesn't even rug, just takes profit, they get angry and they start dumping their bags. Like, I've invested everything into this. I've put in all the work. Why should I not be entitled to take something from it? Now, luckily for you guys, your dev is retired and well off, so I don't need to. So I just build and invest into the project. But it's like, it's crazy the mindset that people have about this, rugging a project, a legitimate project like this should be considered like an IPO. Like, okay, the dev just took all that money so that they can build the business, right? That's how it should be. But it just doesn't go down like that. It should be seen as like, oh, it's okay that I spent more because, down the road as the business builds, it's going to be worth more. Uh, I I just don't understand. It's venture capitalism, guys, but everyone, because it's crypto, they see it as something different, but it's not. Let me see what's going on here. I'm supposed to be on a podcast. I don't know. Maybe they missed it. That's all right. We're live here. Dev taking slow profits is bullish though. Lowering dev bags as a holder climb. Yeah, I agree with that. And you know what? I'm setting up my bags to be locked for a certain amount of time. I'm setting up the marketing bag to unlock at certain market cap tiers. So once we hit, like $1 million market cap, it unlocks a bit of supply for me in order to pay, marketing, KOLs, merchandise, things like that. Um, just, basic needs for the business. But the idea is we got to get up to that market cap first because we got to have liquidity. Like, I don't want to extract all the liquidity out of the project. We want it to stay alive and breathe. So, it just is what it is. Yo, what's up, Revolution? Good morning. Good to see you. But, guys, this is a long term project. You should see it not as a pump and dump. Obviously, it's going to pump and it's going to dump. And, take a little bit when it's at the top. I'm not going to cry about it. Um, you shouldn't either. But I'm not really taking any profits from it. I haven't taken any profits, to be honest with you. I've done nothing but put money into it. And it's just been a long and grueling task of um, babysitting people. Not going to cry about lows either. Exactly. Lows are your opportunity to buy more or to go out and tell your friends, like, hey, there's an opportunity. Is this your token? Yes, it is. This is my token. It's your opportunity to go out and say, hey, guys, like, the project I got into is down right now. It's the perfect time for you to buy. You don't have to buy the top. You're actually getting a good deal. Like, you're in where I got in or below. Um, have you locked any supply? Yes, we've locked supply. We've burned supply. I think there's like 7% that's locked for a year, and then like 9 million that are burned forever. So yeah, there's a lot locked and there's a lot burned, and I'm going to be locking even more. Um, I'm going to be locking the marketing dev supply to open small amounts at different market cap tiers. Um, but yeah, like this is long term. This project has utility to it. Like it's not about a meme coin like pump and dump. This is about uh, project utility, right? So like we're building a business here and we've tokenized it. It's the first tokenized AI music record label. So, we don't want to just keep extracting from this. We want to build it up and hold it like venture capitalism so that way when institutional grade people and businesses come into this project, they have to pay a premium. The idea is to get it so that the community can benefit off of it for believing and hearing about it first. Refreshing to hear an actual business plan. And that's the idea here. We're incorporated Oz the Crypto Goat Media LLC. Okay, you can look it up. I have the articles of incorporation right here on the desk. Let me see here. Oh yeah, they're right here on the desk. How's it been? I had surgery. How old is it? It's about a month old. It's about a month old, and I hope your surgery went well. But yeah, guys, I have literally articles of incorporation for this business on my desk right in front of me. Like, this is the real deal. Like, this is not, playing meme coins. Obviously, it's on a meme coin thing, but I did that for a reason, guys. It would never have bonded or took off the way it did if I hadn't launched on Pump Fun. And it would not um I would not be able to like go live. Like if I'd have done it on Radium, I can go live. I do a show. I do a podcast. I'm a doxed dev, right? So I was like, why not be on camera, right? And people are like, oh, well, the tokenomics, the smart contract is locked because of Pump Fun, right? And this was a lot of the FUD that was going around. But people are very narrow minded and they don't understand that there are subcontracts that you can link to the smart contract with Pump Fun. So Pump Fun is the smart contract that controls the tokenomics. Okay. But we are using other subsidiaries to allow for the governance of the token. So that way there are still subcontracts that are linked to the token. So the initial smart contract is fixed, but the other contracts that are linked to it are not. And they can be amended, they can be changed. They're not fixed. So through governance, we can actually change. The only thing that we cannot change through the governance is minting of supply. Okay. And I did that on purpose. I did not want this to be an inflationary asset. Okay. I wanted it to be deflationary. And that's what we have here. So it being locked is actually, and the smart contract of the tokenomics is a good thing. I can't just go out and mint more tokens like, and dump them on you. Like that would be unethical. So the idea is to have the tokenomics locked in, but to have subcontracts linked to the project. And that's what we've done. And none of it's speculative, none of it's theoretical, okay? It's all active and functioning. It's all working. What's the market cap now? It's at 17.7K. We were at 22.5, but somebody came in and yoinked from the chart. No big deal. We're obviously still climbing up right now. We're gonna keep doing that. And the slow move is good. Seeing the people who bought in and are angry get out, and that they can't rug the project, because you can see, like, yeah, someone bought in a large amount and they lost some, okay, but it's going to continue to go up, and those people will leave, and the good people will stay. Yeah, this will happen until we shake out the people. Exactly. And that's actually a good thing. It's because it's not creating FOMO, which is just sending this thing up and to the right, like crazy to make it crash. No, it's going to be solid movements upward. And that's what we want. We will create a bottom floor. Exactly. Yo, what up? Yo, Oz, what's up? What's good? God Sound 369. Brother, that's called a farm. No, 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 no. This is different, okay? So this isn't people farming. What you're seeing is there are people that are cranky, and it's only a handful. We're talking about like 3 or 4 people, okay, that have some supply, that are going, they've been waiting for there to be liquidity for them to dump their bag. That's all. And they were going to dump their bag on it anyway earlier on. So they just lost their opportunity. No, this is the same token. It's just I have supply control now. Yes, we need more people in the liquidity pool, and then this won't matter. When someone sells, this will only move a small little bit, right? So we do need to get people into the liquidity pool. If you're interested, if you hold this token and you want to earn passive income and also keep the chart from going down and keep bots from extracting liquidity, join the liquidity pool. Okay, is this the new CR token from the last one? No, this is the same one. So it's on the Phantom wallet. I'm not sure. God Sound. I don't understand what the issue is you're having. That's why I've been trying to tell you to come into the Discord and get on a phone call with me and let's talk about it, because you're not elocuting in text the information that I need from you. So I need you to get on a phone call with me in Discord. G's Nuts says, haven't seen you in a while. I know, I've been on tour, guys. I've been on tour. You know what? You guys want to see one of the videos from the tour? I did it to a K-pop song. It's in Korean. I sent you a screenshot of some of my transaction. I bought at launch and I bought at Doc. I trust you, bro. You've been around the block. I'm not even tripping on you, bro. I'm not even tripping on anybody. Like, the people that are narrow-minded are going to miss out on an incredible opportunity. Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? It takes time, it takes energy, it takes liquidity. Did you put the Zoom link at mine? I did. No. Have you heard from him? No. No. And I checked, they're not live. They're not. I looked on YouTube and everything. Yeah, so they might have forgot. Okay. So it's no big deal. Sure. Yeah, we're good. Thank you for coming in the office, though, to remind me. Yep. Yeah, we're supposed to have I mean, I have the Zoom link open right now, and it's trying to load, but the host hasn't started. Who knows? They could be having technical issues, so we can always redo it a different day. Let me see here. Oh, fam, I just got approved to be a creator for CapCut. Oh, not enough place to store it. Shoot. Let me see here. I know I'm out of storage. So let me make some room, guys. I'm probably not going to be able to show you the video right now. Yeah, you'll just have to wait. I got to clear up some storage. I bought some storage things, you know, and so I just need to transfer stuff from my phone to the storage. I'll have Elon work on that today. My phone is just full of all the content that I made being on tour. Let me see. Maybe I can sign into CapCut on here. That might work. And then I can just download it straight to the computer. I think I can do it here. By the way, guys, how's your trading experience going? How's your crypto journey? Let's see here. We want to sign in with TikTok. Oh, sign in with TikTok account. Boom. I bought at 47. You bought Ondo at 47 cents. You're winning, bro. That's not bad. That's a good position. You're doing great shorting Bitcoin. Nice. Okay. Manage account. Link. Okay, let me see here. Sign in with Google first, then. I got a project in the works. What? Paladin's got a project in the works. Bro, put me on game. Let's hear about Paladin. What is it? Let's hear about this project. Is it like a meme coin project? Me and Doc NFT project for Why Not? Yo! And so, like, you put the Why Not tokens into the NFT? That's bullish. That's bullish. You know what? I don't think it's going to allow me. I'm just going to have to do it later. I wanted to show you the video that I'm making, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But, you know, this is a nice slow uptick, you know? This is beautiful. This is what we want to see. Yes, there are going to be, you know, don't let it discourage you that there are people waiting to sell. Let's see. This person sold not even that much. Oh, I know exactly who this is that sold. I know whose wallet this is. I know exactly whose wallet this is. And this is great because that means there's only two more people that need to dump their bags. There's only two more people that are just like waiting to sell. Yeah. We will get them all out and then no more crying. Yeah. And the others are probably just not awake right now. But I know whose wallet that is that sold, and that's great. That means we've only got two more people that are going to sell, and they don't have that much. Okay? The other person put like $15 in. Okay? That was the biggest holder. Gone. The biggest Jeep is gone. That is awesome. That is actually really good news. That means that the other two people that could potentially sell, they don't have a lot of supply. So the big seller is gone. That's what I'm talking about. So like we're good. I'm actually really relieved that that's who it was. And look, it didn't just tank to the bottom when they sold because I have the supply control. So it just took a little bit. It didn't even erase that whole person that bought right here. So we're good. No crying in the casino. Facts, bro. Have you seen my shirt? Okay, so I was in Denver with Fluffy and Why Not, and we were at Meow Wolf, and Fluffy picks up one of the phones at Meow Wolf, and he's like, "You sold on me, dog. You told me to buy, and you sold on me, man." And I took that picture and I turned it into a shirt with like a little bubble of him saying that, right? And then on the that's him on the back doing that, and then on the front it says "No crying in the casino." Like, oh man, that was just so epic. And we made it into a meme. Like, it was just, oh, it was so funny. And I think shortly thereafter, or maybe it was before, they made the "No crying in the casino" coin. I think they made it before, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised. But that shit was so funny. Yes, we have control. Bro, I saw it. You sold me on. You sold on me, man. Yeah. You told me to buy and you sold on me, man. That's so fucking funny. Like, I'm sorry, but that to me was just like so funny. And like, obviously, it's like, yeah, I've heard that, but it's just the timing and like we were drinking, having a good time, and it was just like, oh man, it was so much fun. Why Not and Fluffy are a riot, man. They're a lot of fun. But you know what? They're like me. Like when I go to party, I go to party, you know, and network and stuff. But like when they're there, they're like trying to like chill and just be like cool, whatever, and like so like we hang out and we have a good time, you know. But like I try not to capitalize too much other time, but like we hang out, like we're always kicking it. Good people, man. I'm on the B&B chain with it. I'm seeing some crime type setup. What do you mean? Crime type setups? What are you referring to? Oh, you're talking about like the red flags? Yeah. It's some bullshit because they say that I rugged the project, but you can go on to the blockchain and track the transactions. Somebody flagged it. Okay, some hater went and flagged the project. It doesn't mean that it's true. No green flags. Yeah, I know. And honestly, I think that that's a good thing. Um, that people are, the haters did that. We had some people that were whining and crying about the project, and they were making social media posts of like a goat shitting on the flag from the project and stuff, and like don't shit on us, don't rug on us, and all this stuff. And like I'm like, I didn't fucking rug the project. Like, you can clearly go and see on the blockchain every transaction. I never fucking sold. All I ever did was put money into this project. And I've doxed all my wallets, okay? And I've locked up supply. I burned supply. Like, some people are just never going to be happy. You know, they're never going to be happy. They're going to buy it, too high a market cap. It's going to come down and they're going to go, meh. People at the Solana and at the conference were like, you guys are amazing. Dude, for real, we are legends in the Solana space, just so you know. People want to fuck with real devs so that they can't, so that they can rug pull. Exactly. That's 100%. I mean, everything on Sol dumps almost immediately if it doesn't make bond. Exactly. And this made bond, and like, people just panic sold because of a post that happened on TikTok. It was literally just all drama. So when it hit the bottom, I took the supply control up and I'm like, all right, I'm running with this. Why not anniversary soon? CR coming back from the scared paper hands, 100%. It was weird they knew CR. Yeah, guys, when we went to like the devs of Make Aliens Great Again. And by the way, when we were at Consensus, everywhere you went in Florida, not just Miami, all across Florida, there were these light up like box trucks with like LED panels that said Make Aliens Great Again on them, right? With a QR code where you could go buy the project. The dev of that project knew who we were and knew what our project was and was like, hey man, just get supply control back and you'll be fine. He's like, we went through the same thing. And they're at like they were at like $20 million market cap. $20 million market cap. They're down to like 4 million, but they've got a solid floor at 4 million, but like, they literally told me, they're like, yeah, like when we first started, we went through the exact same thing. We got supply control back. We continued to push the token, and eventually it all recovered. And that's what we're seeing here now. We're starting to recover. That's just how it rolls, baby. Any big major project goes through these. These are called growing pains. So it doesn't just all happen overnight and then it stays there. When it does happen overnight and it shoots up like that, it comes crashing down. That we want a slow, steady build to build a good floor. It's literally always about supply control. 100%. 100%. And that's why I had to get the supply control. Okay? I had to do it. I wanted to diversify the supply control because basically it was like the devs shouldn't have that much power. Right? I was like, there's got to be a new way to launch where the community has the supply control diversified and they're going to lock it up. And the thing is we had a few people that locked up some supply. We had a few people that burned supply. But the rest of the community were like, yeah, I'm not locking my supply. I'm not doing that. They didn't want to do it. Because they wanted to G'd out with paper hands. They didn't see the long-term vision. They wanted to make a quick buck. So that's when I realized this isn't going to work. And then, as it started to come down, they started to get more cranky and more angry about it. And they're like, would just look for excuses, like dumb things. Like I was on a live and we had a panel and the panel was full and somebody wanted to come on and I didn't get the notification. I didn't know. Like it literally puts a little red thing right here that's like so small that I can't see, and I'm not even looking at that. I'm looking at the chat, and they're cranky and crying and complaining that I didn't let them up on the panel, and they're like, and fucking dump their bags on the chart. You know what I mean? So it's they'll look for any reason to sell on you. So I was like, you know what, this can't work. I thought that I had a very strong community, and the people that I thought were the strongest actually turned out to be the weakest. But I will tell you this, since I blocked and removed them, I have more peace in my life, And I'm not getting flagged on my posts anymore. I used to literally post something and instantly I would get flagged, right? Everything, every live would be throttled because they'd be like hitting it with something, right? But my top supporters, people that I thought supported me the most, once I blocked them, I no longer had problems anymore. I'm no longer being throttled anymore. Sad to see you blaming. I'm not blaming anyone. I haven't named any names. I'm just saying that these are the facts, B-Rose. I'm not blaming anyone. I really need a runner. Well, I mean, this will be a runner, but this is more of a long-term utility project, bro. Let's see here. Supply control and the market cap is at 18K. That's not supply control. What do you mean that's not supply control? What do you want me to hold 50%? What are you talking about, bro? You want me to have 50% of the supply? You want me to have 70% of the supply? The devs should hold about 20 to 25%, and the community should hold about 70. So it's up to the community to start buying. Yes, it's a slow cook, exactly. Fan status is frozen. Exactly why I didn't get in. What do you mean fan status is frozen? Didn't complete the Heart Me mission? I don't understand. Oh, I see, because you didn't send a Heart Me. Hey, B-Rose, if you don't want to get in, you don't have to get in, bro. But I'm not blaming anyone. I haven't named any names, B-Rose. But I will tell you this. There are a lot of people out there that will, and this is true in anything in life, they will come into your life and act like they are supporting you and are actually jealous and hindering you. This is normal. E. Wayne says, I'll name people. I haven't been naming anyone, you know? But people are literally making public posts shitting on me and the project. Okay? People are literally in lives talking about it. And if you want to find them, they're all over the place. They're always no, you've been nice. I know, right? People are going to do that. Let them. You know what's crazy is some people said to me, I was like, why isn't anybody going live? Why isn't anybody making posts anymore? Why isn't anyone talking about it? And they're like, we're the laughing stocks of TikTok. Everyone laughs at us for supporting this project. I'm like, so they do the same thing for XRP, and you don't see the XRP people whining about it. And they're like, we're the laughing stocks of the community. I'm like, yeah, well, guess what? I just went to Consensus, and the Solana community, we're all fucking legends. So, like, get off of TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, TikTok ain't where it's at. It's a very small little pond. And I think that that's why people like it, because they feel like they're a big fish in the pond, but really they're small fish in a small pond. I can't see those comments, so they are blocked, and they mad. Yeah. Start a Telegram group and watch the people call you king and boss. I know, right? So we do have a Telegram group. T.me Crypto Revolution Promote, I believe is it. Solana community is so amazing and kind. Dude, I'm telling you, man, we're talking about major devs of major projects, okay, on Solana. We're just like, yo, you're the GOAT, with like mad respect on me. And I mean, devs that had like $10 million chains on and shit. And I'm not going to name who they are. Obviously, I named Make Aliens Great Again because he was on my show here. But I'm telling you, like every dev and every person, they were all like, yo, your project is sick and it fucking pumped twice. They were like, they're like, we did what couldn't be done. Yes, Soulflare actually loved the project and wants to give me a project. Look, I'm wearing a Soulflare hat right now. They want to give me a partnership with Soulflare. What's the name of the coin? It's Crypto Revolution. I'll drop the CA for you. There you go, buddy. Yeah, like it was amazing. Like to be in the Solana space, the only people that were haters at consensus of me were Evan and Alex. Okay, those were the only people. Everyone else showed me love and were like, yo, your project is fucking awesome. No one else. Only the TikTok drama people. That's it. So, and the, you know, that's the one thing I want to address too is Evan and Alex. And Evan made a video that the project can't have utility because it's a fixed contract. Yes, the tokenomics for this project are fixed. Okay? And that's just what it is. And that smart contract cannot be changed ever. It is locked in forever, okay? As soon as it bonds, that's it. Okay? But that's a good thing. That means the tokenomics will never change. But you can add on subcontracts to the token, which is what we have done, which is why we have governance. And how it works is when you own the token, you verify your wallet, which gives you voting rights through wallet verification. That's it. It was that simple. But like people want to hate on Pump Fun. They want to hate on the tokenomics on Pump Fun are actually really good. And the fact that we can live stream on it as well is amazing. Like if we had never live streamed and launched the token on Pump Fun, it would have never succeeded. Okay? It would never have done anything. It would never bonded because I did it this way strategically, and I knew that this was the only way that it was going to actually truly succeed. Okay? And I knew that I could make subcontracts to the smart contract. So I knew that it didn't matter. But people are very narrow-minded and they think that this is just the way things have to be. You know, they lack vision. What happened to the live stream here? That's so weird. There we go. There we go. There we go. 18.2K. Look, we've almost recovered. We're 50% recovered from someone's sell. Beautiful. And you know what's great is that means that supply is being divvied out to people that actually want to hold the token in smaller amounts. It's a net positive. Pump Fun is a huge attention market, smart for launch and cautious continuous streams. Exactly. 100%. You know, I live stream a lot for long hours. Obviously, I've been on tour, okay? Like we took, like guys, I was at the Clevelander, DJing on stage at one of the consensus after party events. And I'm gonna post the video probably today at some point. Okay, so you guys can check it out. It'll be on TikTok, it'll be on X, um, YouTube, and all the different places, right? So I'm gonna post that video. You guys are gonna see like, so like, I was on tour like DJing, the album and the music, and showing people the project. So like, we were out doing it. Bro, your love for 10 hours, but you still don't make any sense, nor you have any grasp of market structure. I mean, that's cool, man. If you want to DM me, I'd love to hear what you have to say, though. Clevelander is Goater, been there many times during Ultra. Yeah, so, like, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, chat. That's why I haven't been live, okay? Like, I've been out traveling and stuff, and then, like, when I came back, like, with all the drama and everything, I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm taking a couple days. I literally slept for, like, a couple days, and then I was just like, all right, we're back to it. Yeah, I've partied many times at the Clevelander. Nice. Yeah, so and they have a pool there. I kind of wanted to go swimming. Like, that would have been cool to do. Like, for some reason, they have these pool parties, but no one ever swims. And we went to this one pool party at the Sagamore, and no one was allowed in the pool except for the mermaid. And it was just like, man, what the fuck? Like, people... Yeah, pools everywhere and no one swims. Okay, let's see here. I would have jumped in that. Hell yeah. Dude, honestly, I wanted to, like, because it was hot and, like, muggy, and, like, it was just, like, I was just like, man, like, why is no one swimming? What's a pool party if you can't swim? I wanted to so bad. There was like, I was like, I'm just gonna cannonball in this thing. When you go to a pool party and no one's swimming, whoever jumps in the pool first is the coolest guy at the party. Spring break, you can jump in a lot of the pools. I just don't understand, what is the point of having a pool and having a party and having a pool party, but no one's allowed in the pool? It's not clocking to me. I just don't understand it. There's going to be Jeets and there's going to be Chads in every project. There's going to be Fudders. There's going to be Loyalists. There's going to be all the different things. Market cap's at 19K. When the markets are down, that's how we win. Yeah, perfect entry. Yo, what up, Black Inu? Under 20K is a beautiful entry point. Under 20K is fucking beautiful. Hey, you guys want to hear a new one? This one's a little different. Bro, you said you aren't doing the meme, you're talking about utility. Yeah, it is. From launch, it's been a utility coin. Yeah, so it's the first tokenized AI music record label. The music you're listening to is off my AI music album I just released. It's on Audius. You can buy that token as well. Follow me on audius.co. Now it's time for the Chads to swoop in and hold the floor. Exactly. And like, we want to build the liquidity pool up and build a solid floor. And that's what we're doing. The liquidity pool is made. I'm still holding tokens from 80K. Don't worry, we'll get there. But DCA is powerful. Exactly. You could lower that by buying now. You could lower your DCA to like 40K. E Wayne says I'm gonna get in, bro. That's what's good, bro. Honestly, of all the people that were in this early on that had supply that are cranky and waiting to sell, the biggest holder is out. Okay, so the rest, they don't have that much. Okay, so we just saw the worst of it. It's done and over with. And like, it's just gonna keep climbing up. And when this thing's at $1 million market cap, they're gonna be crying. They're gonna be crying like, damn it. But whatever, we don't need them. It's just one person. We've got a freaking army. People just, I don't understand why market cap makes people emotional. Like for me, like market cap has not been a thing for me. I've bought the top, I've bought the bottom. For me, it's about holding supply. The community makes the project 100%. So, the cranky people, bye, Felicia. You don't want to be here, you don't have to be. And this was dead. This had zero liquidity in it. And now it has liquidity. Now it's moving. We built a liquidity pool. We brought this back from the dead. Normally, you don't see this. What you are seeing with this project can't be done. Like, it happens, but it's very rare. Everything that we've done with this project has been very rare. Let me leave the CA for you here. We have broken the rule book and the playbook for Solana coins. We continue to just bounce back. People believe in it. CA not popping up when you type it. Let me see it. There it is, right there. What are we looking at? This is Crypto Revolution, the first tokenized AI music record label. The first tokenized AI music record label. That's fucking awesome. It has utility. This is a governance token that governs the label. So when you hold 2.5 million tokens, you can verify your wallet and you can have voting rights. It's the first of its kind. And I'll tell you what, when I was at BTC conference, when I was at Consensus, man, and I'm at these AI and crypto meetups, people are like, yo, that is sick. That is an awesome project. And they're like, do you have any music or artists signed? And I'm like, yeah, we've got 4 artists signed, and I just released a whole album. The other artists are working on their albums right now. Yeah, it's the only one. It's the only AI music record label that's tokenized. Like, there's nothing else out there. It's the only one you can buy. When I'm at these conventions and shit, and people are like, oh, like, that's your project? That's cute. And then I tell them what it is, and they're like, oh, shit. That's sick. and then I give them my contact, and they get the email, which is where they can go buy, or not the email, the website, and they can go and buy some. Have you guys seen the website? Check this out. Go to cryptorev.llc. Oh, it's not working. Oh, they might have took it down. Okay, we'll make a new website. Maybe it's just something. No big deal. I can put up another one. Oh, that's hella petty. Revolution. I know you make websites. Can you make us a website? Hell yeah, new site. Revolution starts now. She's the manager here at the. Okay. We just got restricted. I'm not going to say who it was, but I know who did it. They popped in and instantly. You know, I didn't block them because no, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. I saw who it. I saw them pop in, and instantly we got flagged. So I blocked them. This lore is going crazy. That's all this is. Oh, I know. People talking, man. People are like, yo. And, you know, I was going to give them the benefit of the doubt on not blocking them. And then they just proved themselves to me. They're gone. No big deal. Fine. Whatever. You know, see ya. People that I thought supported me the most were actually the people that were hating me. I'm not throwing names out there. But I know who they are. And they've been removed. And since we've been doing that, we haven't been having any issues. Let's see here. I wonder if I can fix this. We knew it would be war before the coin ever dropped. 100%. This is revolution, guys. We knew it was going to be a war. We knew that people were going to hate on it and FUD it. You just got to fucking diamond fist this shit, you know? And we're good. Take some profits along the way, absolutely. But, you know, do it smart. You know, don't just dump your bag. Clip it. Little clip. My stuff stopped getting flagged after a blocking spree. Same here. Like, I removed people that I thought were my supporters, were like my hardcore people. And when I got rid of them, no more issues. It just is what it is. We're not going to be recommended to new people anymore. Yeah, depending on the bag size, 1 to 20% sales only. Exactly. Like never, like 25% is high for taking out, you know, some profits. You should just be taking little bits out when it's up, and you're waiting for it to run and peak. Not as it's just starting to build right now. Now's not the time to be jumping out. Yeah, it's common sense. Revolution. Can you look into making us a website? I know you used to make websites. We're going to need a website. You know what's petty, though, is like we paid for that domain. So hopefully we can still use that domain. we're gonna need a new website. No big deal. We make the new website. Honestly, that one needed work anyway. The guy never finished it. And you know what's crazy is that's new. That's like as of today they did that, because that was working like last night. People are just petty right now, and this is good. This means people are still talking about it. It's still on their radar. And that's great, because we're going to need exit liquidity, guys. We're going to need people to come in and buy at, $1 million market cap, when they feel like they got left behind. So, whatever. See ya. But we're rocking it, baby. We're bringing it back. Yeah, we live rent-free in their minds, guys. And by the way, if you just bought a bag, join the Discord link in my bio. Get in the Discord. That's where we're doing the governance and all the meetings that we have for this, as well as we can link up and get you set up on earning passive income from this by joining the liquidity pool. So get tapped in with us. I've heard it said the revolution won't be televised. 100%. I think that was Kendrick Lamar that said that. This is the revolution. Like, crypto is dirty and nasty and evil, and there are bad people out there, and we're going to have to get rid of, and this is great, because you know what it's doing is it's bringing to light those bad actors, those evil people in the spaces, right? It's bringing to light the people that I thought that I could trust the most and were my biggest supporters ended up being the people that were actually attacking me all this time. And I'm just like, whoa, like, it was mind-blowing. Like, how, like, yeah, it was so sad to see, like, people that I thought, like, were, like, my biggest supporters were not. And I'm just like, wow, they were just snakes, snakes waiting to devour you through because of jealousy or who knows what reason. But you know what? It's good. That's what revolution's all about. This is how we'll find out who the actual good people are and who the bad people are, because they've revealed themselves and now they can't hide anymore. It's like the wolf in sheep's clothing, right? And the wolf has taken the sheep's mask off and revealed themselves. Arm's length always, 100%, bro. It hurts when you find out who will betray you, bro. Oh, I know. Trust me, it hurt. And, like, they're still reaching out to me, like, why did you ban me? And blah, 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 blah. I'm like, just the fact that, like, you're, like, tracking me down on all platforms to berate me more is not gonna, like, let me bring you back. It's just more of a red flag to me, like, okay, you gotta go. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Facts, 100%. Doc says he's gotten good at analytics. That's what's up, bro. Why not teach us good analytics for meme coins, for sure? Yes, we need to make a liquidity pool, guys. See how we have, like, this red right here? If we had a liquidity pool, that red wouldn't even be there. It wouldn't even be there. It would just be... And we do have a liquidity pool, but we need people to put into the liquidity pool. And you earn income from having, your CR tokens in the liquidity pool. And we've developed an amazing strategy for you to earn more money that you can put, so you can build up an even bigger bag into the liquidity pool and make even more money. So if you want to learn about this, we're going to make a video and it's going to be posted to the Discord. And it'll be a free resource that people can go and watch the video. Black Rocks. We need to make that video, like, in the next couple days. Whenever you're available, you got like an hour or so to set aside, let me know, and let's make that video. And I think that that'll be a good resource for people to help them not only get in and onboarded, but understand the strategy. It says, I don't know about that. I've learned so much from Why Not, but about the liquidity pool and adding to it. Well, we're going to teach you. We're going to teach you how to do it. We already have the liquidity pool set up. We're going to teach you not only how to set up and put into the liquidity pool to earn 4% off every transaction and grow your bag, but also the strategy on how you can make extra money on the side. All right. And that you can either put back into buying the token or put back into the liquidity pool to earn even more passive income, because that's what it's about, right? You can buy token, sell token, but it's sometimes difficult to sleep at night, especially in a high volatility situation, right? You want to be able to go to sleep at night and not only make money while you're sleeping, but have peace of mind knowing that while you're sleeping, you're not only making money, but you're keeping the volatility out of the project, so that that way you can go to sleep comfortably and know that your bags are protected. So passive income, protecting your investment, that's what this is about. That's what the liquidity pool is about. And it's about growing your bag, having more supply. You know, when somebody sells, you're gaining that supply. Like it's a no-brainer to me. Like and honestly, the fact that people don't know or use this more is kind of sad to me. It shows the content creators in the space have let people down. They are not educating the community properly, and that's why we wanted what we want to do is we want to teach you how to learn how to use this technology, how to actively know and understand what DeFi is and how it works. Oh yeah, I've taught in Why Not's class. Gem has as well. Why Not has a decent class. Um, my style of teaching is not meme coin stuff, right? So like I'm teaching people how to trade a different style of market. You know, how much passive income can be made? 4%. 4% off of every transaction. And that doesn't have to be just with CR. So like we have a strategy where, because this is such a low market cap and um, you have a good investment in something very new and something very fresh. We want to build that liquidity pool, which creates a floor. It means that no matter how many people sell, the price can never drop, right? And so like that's what a liquidity pool does. And it helps you to earn the yield, and it helps you to earn supply. Like I think I invested and by the way, there's not a lot of transactions that are happening on CR right now. So when it was barely moving and transacting, I had about $1,000 invested into the liquidity pool, and I made $10 within the first 2 days. In 2 days of like nothing really happening, just small little buys and stuff. That's how much money can be made here. And the more you put in, the more you get out of it. So if you've got 500 bucks in CR and 500 bucks in Solana, you're basically like opening a store where you're like, I'm selling CR and I'm selling Solana. If you want to sell your CR for Solana, you got to go through me. If you want to sell your Solana for CR, you got to go through me. And also, it makes it it makes it too expensive for aggregators like Jupiter and for like bots that are milking the liquidity to function on the project, so they don't extract liquidity from the project. This is incredible and too good to be true. I mean, it's a real thing. Like this is real, and it's not too good to be true. This is what Wall Street is doing in the stock market. Like this is how institutions are doing, finance, and that's why DeFi is so incredible, because it allows us to decentralize finance and put those tools in our hands. So, like, get in the Discord. We can help you get set up. We're gonna have some videos coming out very shortly here, probably by the end of the week. Let's see, what's today? Is today like Monday or something? Wednesday. So like this week or beginning of next week, I want to have that set up, and so that way you guys can have some educational tools. And I'm going to be making more educational tools on like how you should be investing in projects like this, how you should be, functioning in DeFi, and how to actually make some money. I gotta go. My knee surgery is messing with me. I'll be back. Thanks, everyone. I'll join Discord. Yes, see you in Discord. Don't forget to join the Discord link in my bio. There's a link tree there. Click it. Join the Discord. That's where you're going to be able to activate your governance for the token. Yo, run up. Thanks for the donut, bro. Run up's a real one. He's in the Discord, and he's posting stuff, and we don't always see eye to eye on everything, but we don't hate each other for it. We got to normalize not hating each other for having difference of opinions, man. I absolutely love Run Up. He's a very smart young man. He knows his shit. And like there's times where we're just like on the same page, times where we're not, but we support each other. That's what it's about. Hell yeah, Run Up is super smart. If you don't follow him, definitely follow him. He's in panels a lot. He's got a lot of good things to say. And like he understands, economics. If you want a good person to follow that is going to help you learn economics, just listening to that young man speak is going to make you smart. Healthy debate is the way forward. Don't get caught up in echo chambers. Facts. 100%. 100%. 100%. Guys, we're sitting at just under 200, or excuse me, not 200. I mean, we are just sitting under 200K market cap. No, 20K market cap. Let's go. What a recovery. And you know what? These people, they're going to hold long term. These are small buys. The worst is done. Okay, the worst of the sell-off is done. I will lock into this more. Hey, no worries, man. And we want to teach you how to earn passive income. And you can actually earn more passive income through other liquidity pools. It doesn't have to just be in Crypto Revolution, right? You can make other liquidity pools and add to them and earn passive income, and add those to other liquidity pools for like something that's very low market cap like this that you believe in, and just compound the amount of money you're making, and you're essentially protecting your investment. How long has this project been out? About a month. It's bonded. Look at, see, bonding curve 100% right here. But we had to get supply control. We had to fix the tokenomics. Too many people had too much power. Yes, there was an issue before. So like we allowed the community to come in and buy first, and then I bought up my supply. And the idea was, is those that were my supporters that I believed in, that believed in me, were going to buy their supply, lock some of their supply to maintain their governance votes, and some people did and some people didn't, and the people who didn't started dumping on people, and then people started panic selling. There was some FUD that came out on TikTok about the project, and that created another panic sell, and then it recovered like the next day, like instantly. I bought back in again. You probably got a better position, right? Some people just, they you didn't get it. Don't worry, this thing's gonna go much higher. You're gonna do just fine. It's gonna be just fine. But we had to fix the tokenomics on this. We had to get supply control because it was just I I thought I could trust these people, and I couldn't. And at the same time, like I was trying to reimagine the way tokens are launched, and that it just didn't work out. Why would a strong community choose to do this? Um, I don't know. Honestly, the drama got so crazy. Honestly, I think it's just TikTok thrives on drama. X, you don't see this kind of stuff. People on X, they understand how this goes. Like they understand, no crying in the casino and blah 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 blah. What does CR do? It's the first tokenized AI music record label. So by holding 2.5 million tokens, you can verify your wallet and have active governance in voting on, the direction of the label, contracts that the label signs, so on and so forth. But yeah, people just, you know, you know how it is. Drama. It's fucking high school, man. Like they literally showed up in the live stream, and I saw who it was. Showed up, we're here for a couple seconds, then boom, instantly got hit with a red flag, and then they're gone, bounced. So I'm like, okay, I know it's you. You're out. Yes, part of the cost of onboarding retail, unfortunately. I mean, look at I'm not going to say who it was. That's not what it's about. It's we've and there's a public video that outs them of what they've done to the project before anyway. So whatever, it's not worth publicly doing all that and causing. I don't want the drama. Okay. Speaking of which, I got a new song. Check it out. I had to make a song about no drama because like it was out of control. The drama was out of control. People got mad because I took a nap. I'm an old school ska core kid guy. Maybe it's me. Yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater Ska. Maybe it is you. Maybe it is you. And honestly, if it is you, hey, it drama's gonna happen. Whatever. I'm just gonna stay out of it. Like that's where I'm at with it. Like I'm just gonna fucking keep doing and building and the charts. It's crypto, guys. It's gonna go up. It's gonna come down. People are like, why is it coming down? I'm like, have you never been in crypto before? It's volatile. Like, come on. Like, is this your first time? Yeah, the music is fire, right? Did you guys ever used to skank? Any of you guys like into ska? Anybody here used to get down with ska? Like I used to fucking. So I made a music video to this song. It's on my TikTok. You can go watch it, and it's like Tony Hawk vibes for sure. Like that's what I was going for. A little bit like Tony Hawk, pro skater shit. You know, I was like, this is cool. Like, well, I'm going to take it. Um, third wave ska. Did you guys ever listen to Voodoo Glow Skulls? Have you ever sold tokens in this project? Yes. When I was and actually it still happens to this day. For some reason, if I go to buy any supply with my dev wallet, it instantly sells instead of buys. There must be some kind of virus or some glitch, something wrong with it. So yes, when I go to buy, it sells, and you can see where it'll show like a dev sell and then a spike of like a dev buy right after. Um, and I don't know why it's done that. A mev bot. That's what I'm thinking. So now I don't buy or sell with my wallet on my dev wallet anymore. And then so and I'm pretty much done buying. I've got 25%. That's plenty for me. And then full transparency. A few days ago, people I just got back from tour. I'd been on planes for like days and like traveling and whatever, and I came home and people were starting a bunch of drama, and I was like, I'm taking a nap. Or I didn't even say I was taking a nap. I just fucking took a nap because I was fucking tired and jet lagged. And I woke up and people were dumping their bags. So I was like, okay, like this thing's going to zero. They're doing it again. And we were so bullish. Things were just starting to turn around and we were like taking off. And they started dumping their bags again. So I dumped mine and I said, you know what? You guys are wrecking this project. I'm going to CTO the project. It's on you guys now. I'm not allowed to take a nap anymore. I'm not allowed to do anything. I'm not allowed to go on tour. Like they were like making demands of me, saying that I needed to go live every single day. I needed to um, make posts every single day, and I needed to do all this stuff while they were literally live streaming, talking shit, making public humiliation posts about me and stuff. The same people that were doing that were demanding that I pump the token. So I was like, you know what? Y'all are evil, nasty people. You're blocked, and I'm selling my supply. So I sold my supply. I told them I'm CTOing the project. It's on you. And I gave them the opportunity to come together as a community and fix it. And instead, they all chose to sell. So they all sold and dumped it to zero liquidity. And so then I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to let this die. Because that's what they want. They wanted it to die. Is this NAS? What do you mean NAS? So I decided, I was like, okay, they've dumped their supply. I'm going to come in and I'm going to take supply control. And I bought up the floor and took it back. Is this NAS? What is NAS? people don't want to bag work anymore. I saw when you said it's your project now, CTO it, take the reins. Yeah, and that was, I did that, and I was hoping that that would bring the community back together, and they just tore each other apart even more, dumped the supply, and we're just going to kill the project. I'm like, okay, well, since you guys killed it, I'll just come in and recover it. So I'm back. I'm the project's no longer CTO'd. But honestly, like, I've got, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars invested into this. I sold $1,000 worth. Like, it wasn't that much. But then when I bought the floor, I came and I bought even more thousands of dollars to bring it back. So here we are. Anyone that can track a wallet, you can go in and you can see, and all my wallets are doxed. You can go in the Discord. I have all my wallets doxed there. Paladin says 4D chess. It was 5D chess, brother. It was like, give them the opportunity to get their shit together, because I intended to buy on top of them anyway. Give them the opportunity to get their shit together and come together as a community, or come back in later and bring it back to life. And that's what happened. And so they lost their positions, and I gained a better one, because when I started, I allowed them to buy underneath me, and I bought on top of them. And literally the moment I bought on top of them, it sent a huge green God candle. They all started taking their initials out instantly before we even bonded. I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, you're taking, I'm your exit liquidity. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, yo, I'm still holding. Keep your head up. You're doing a great job. Yeah, I'm not worried. Honestly, like, market cap is irrelevant to me. Okay, I've got my position. I've got my supply. Whatever anybody else does from here on out, I don't care. Did you ever go to any conferences and meet celebrities to sell the project to? I absolutely did. Absolutely. And you know what they told me? They said they'll look into it and get supply control back. So I did. So those buys will come. You have to understand, these types of people, they don't just buy when you're sitting right there. You don't just go and sit down with them and chill. Like, no, I'm sitting down and having a meal with them, or I'm, in a meeting, and then it's like after the meeting, I talk to them about what we're doing, right? And I exchange information with them. The idea is you're building a rapport with them. You're building a relationship, right? As those relationships grow over time, then you call in the favor, or you say, or they eventually they're like, oh yeah, what was that one cool guy, the goat guy? Oh yeah, he gave me his contact information and it's got the website. I'm gonna go check it out. Boom, and they're like, oh, this is dope. Boom, they buy. Can you say the names of the celebrities or not? I mean, I can say the names of a few. I would say the biggest one was Arthur Hayes. We weren't able to do the Trump interview because of the assassination attempt that happened like a day or so before. But there was a lot of others as well. But I'll tell you this, every single person that heard about this project was really excited about it. They were like, that is very cool. That is very original. That is something very new. And it's very interesting and intriguing. And the music is good. The artwork is good. The lore is good. They're like, you're on something here. You've got something really good here. And everyone in the Solana space were like, yo, what you fucking put together is sick as fuck. You pumped the shit out of that token twice in a fucking bear market. They're like, I don't know how you did it, but you fucking did it. And we're legends. We're fucking legends in the Solana space. And it's only as we build and grow this up again, it's only going to become more legendary. Have you bought in yet? Yes, I have bought. I have 25% of the supply. And, join the Discord. In the Discord, I have screenshots of all the wallets. Every single one of them are doxed. Okay? So you'll be able to track me in anything I do. Network is net worth 100%. What do you mean the celebrities? Oh, have they bought yet? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. That will come with time. Okay. You got to understand, like, I just got back from the conferences and I haven't even done my follow ups yet, right? Usually you do the conference, you take a week off from the work and from business, and then you follow up the following week. So starting Monday, I'm expecting to see the follow ups come in. Okay. And my follow ups go out. That's just how it works. Like, we were supposed to have a podcast today, it didn't happen. Okay. Like, so there are probably technical issues or whatever, but that's part of the follow ups. Like, I went to BTC conference. This podcast was a follow up date from there. Um, this person is like my best friend. We have matching tattoos. Okay, see the pudgy penguin tattoo? We got. I mean, I wouldn't say he's my best friend, but in the crypto space, he's like my best friend. Um, we have matching tattoos. Okay. Um, One of the other guys that's on the podcast is on the record label for Crypto Revolution. So I don't think there's anything going on there. I think it's either they forgot or they're having technical issues. I know they've been having some equipment issues, and I am working towards getting them some better equipment. We want to take donations to send to them. So I haven't really made any money off of TikTok. So we were gonna everything that we made last month was gonna go, but we didn't go live or anything. But we have like the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, anything that anyone sends me over the next couple months, I'm going to be sending directly to them to get new laptop and microphone and stuff like that for their project. They only need like about $1,000. If we had 10 people pitching $100, like, that'd be a fuck ton of money for them. That'd be great. And whatever, $5, $10, whatever, the community will come together and help them out. And they're getting their community together as well. But they need some new equipment, and I get it. I get it. Like, I've been there. I know how expensive. Like, everything you see here in this room was very expensive. You should see what's behind it. The lighting and the soundproofing of the room and the screens and everything and the computers. Their stuff was stolen. No, their stuff is just old, and like, so they can only live stream for about an hour because they have no battery in their laptop because the battery exploded. um, Stuff like that. So they have to have it plugged into a power source, but then the computer overheats because there's no battery. It's just it's old equipment. People need new equipment. Speaking of stuff getting stolen, I lost my camera equipment at BTC conference. Fucking lost it. And we actually got it back. I had a tag on it. It's sitting here next to me now. So I had a tag on it. They sent it back to me. But yeah, I was like without camera equipment for a while through BTC conference. So yeah, just one thing after another it's been. So, like, I would implore you, everyone, to be patient. Don't look for a quick win out of this. And if we do pump hard, take a little bit out, and then buy the dip with it or do whatever you want with it. At least get your initials out at some point. Um, but you want to do it slowly over time by taking like 1-10% out of your investment when it's mooned. Doing it right now would not be a smart time to do it. There's not much liquidity there. You would. It's not good for the project. You want this thing to keep sending. Um, but yeah, like, think of it as venture capitalism. Okay, for this record label, there are going to be people, institutional players in the music industry, businesses that are going to want a seat at the table, right? And they're going to have to purchase that seat from you. Oh, dude, it was rough. It was rough not having equipment, but you know what? Still have my phone. We made do with it. We were able to fix, but it was like we were having microphone issues and stuff, and like it was just it was a disaster. And part of it was I had been working for 30 days straight with no sleep and no days off. I had the community demanding me of all these things and like just pumping me with this drama, had me on the phone with them at all hours of the night to coddle them about their bags and all this stuff. And eventually I actually had a mental breakdown where I fucking snapped and I just fucking lost it. I lost my equipment. I lost everything. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I was just like in full blown panic attack for about a week straight. And then finally I was like, okay, I calmed down. I went to consensus. We had hit the bottom pretty much. And I was like, okay, it can't get any worse from this. And I went to consensus, came back, and they started up again instantly the day I got back. Like, I wasn't even allowed to take a nap after my fucking plane flight. And I said, you know what? Dude, there was a 16-hour VC call, 16 hours straight where they're just complaining. And it just got to the point where I was just like, okay, I'm done. You guys have driven me so hard. Project's yours. Bye. I'm out. And I sold my bags. And oh, that was the first time I actually was able to breathe since this project happened. I took a day off. Okay, I came back. I saw that they just rugged the thing to fucking zero and extracted all the liquidity. I said, okay, I'm just going to come in and buy the floor up. And I fucking swooped it all up. And now we're back to building. And I've been in meetings. You know, I haven't really had a day off. I had like one day off in the last 30 days. And that was like just the other day. But while I've been on my day off, I'm on my phone sitting in bed and I'm like talking to KOLs. I'm talking to people marketing and all kinds of different stuff. We actually signed a KOL. We sent them some supply, you know. From now on, what I'm doing with KOLs though is I will send them a governance bag and it will be locked forever. And they can OTC sell it, but they can never sell the token. So that liquidity is locked, that token is locked and never can be sold. It can only be transferred. So that way, if they don't want the governance, but someone else does, they can purchase it or they can sell it to them for like market price or just under market price. And that's how that will work. And then I'll give them a smaller bit of supply that is locked on market cap. So basically, once it hits 100K market cap, this, few 100,000 tokens gets unlocked that they can sell. And then once it hits 1 million, they get this few $100,000 that gets unlocked and they can sell. So that way they can't just take the money and dump it and make an X post and that's all they fucking do. So I've thought about this. I've, put all this together. Bagsy, thank you very much. Appreciate the roses. But that's how we're going to be doing the KOLs, the partnerships, the media people, the X spaces, the AMAs. I have a ton of supply and I'm willing to divvy it out, but I'm not going to let anybody dump on it. So they can take small percentages and it'll be controlled when they can sell it. Complaining to each other while complaining about each other selling. Oh, I know. It was fucking crazy. It was so crazy. They're like, someone sold, and they would get mad and then be like, well, then I'm going to sell. Well, then I'm going to sell. And then be like, why is everybody selling? I'm like, you fucking did it to yourselves. It was literally the meme of the Spider-Man where they're all pointing at each other and they're all just like, who's at fault? And they're all pointing at each other, it's all them. And then they turn the finger on me and they're like, it's you're rugging us. And then that's why they were like red flagging my project and everything and doing everything they're doing. They're like, it's you did it. I'm like, guys, it's literally all trackable on the blockchain. I didn't do anything. I lost my ass. Like I never fucking sold on any of you once. And they're like, "Oh, well, it shows you did a sell right here. Look, you sold right here." I'm like, "Yeah, so I had a MEV bot and I like instantly bought right back in. That's why you see a sell right here and then instantly a buy for more money right after." Like, come on, grow up, people. Like within a second of each other. And I publicly announced that had happened. So I've been very open and very transparent about this. My wallets are doxed. Every bit of supply that I own is doxed. It's all trackable on the blockchain. If you guys want to turn me into a villain, you're more than welcome to try, but I challenge you to prove it. Prove it with the blockchain that I've done something out of malice or I have been extracting from the project. Prove it to me, and I will step down. I will give you all my supply. But you can't prove it because it doesn't exist. It keeps volume in the chart. Volume is a huge metric, 100%. And we need to build more volume. We need, small little buys. And if you guys want this to send, still holding Oz. Hey, that's what's up, bro. And just hold on. Like, this is a long-term project, guys. Retail don't want to learn. They want to say when moon and complain every day. Facts, 100%. For me, I understand what I'm building here. I put in the work. I've incorporated this into an LLC. I'm, doing all the work. So like, I know what it is and I know the potential and I see the way people's faces light up when I tell them about this project in person. So I know that we've got a gem here. So now that I've got my supply and it's secure and we have the tokenomics good, then now I'm like, okay, I don't care what the market cap is anymore. I'm just going to keep building and I'm not going to care about the drama anymore. I'm just going to keep building. That's what the jobs of the dev is to do, is to build. I believe in you and the project, Oz. Man, I appreciate that. I need these kind words. Everything you guys are saying and telling me that you believe in me and that you support me and everything you've been saying, I've been needing to hear this, man, because I've been getting nothing but the opposite of you're stealing from us, you're up to no good, you're doing this. And I'm just like, guys, like, and it's all the people that can't track wallets. Like, I'm like, go and like we taught them how to track wallets and now they're doing it and they're starting to realize, oh shit, Oz didn't do shit. The Diddy bundle. Are you talking about my bundle? Yes. Full transparency. Guys, on the live stream, I'm going to show you here. This is my wallet. See this blue thing right here? Look at, that's the creator address right here. This is me. Okay? And I've been sending supply out to different people. So these are little bits of supply that I've sent to like KOLs and stuff, right? This is, the main, I've split it up into 40 something wallets of small supplies that'll all be locked by different market cap. Okay. And some will be locked by time. And they're for marketing. All these little bubbles right here are for marketing. Okay. These are going to be to give to KOLs, to, whoever it may be, right? All this. And these will all be locked. The rest, these big bubbles here, this one, this one, this is the dev wallet. It will just remain in my dev wallet untouched, never touched. This one right here and this little bit right here, these will all be added to the liquidity pool. So everything is allocated and sent. Like you can see, I sent one to a friend of mine's address to give him some governance. But this will be divvied out and locked and divvied out so that people can't sell it. So anyone that works in the project has to work for their bags, take the project to a certain market cap before they can even get paid. Okay? That's how we're doing it. But this is all me, guys. I own all this supply. Yeah, this is the biggest bag holder, and it's not even like a fraction. It's a fraction. And I've been fully transparent, and I've doxed the addresses of every single one of those wallets. Those bundles look a lot smaller when holders go up. Exactly. And here's the thing is, I've doxed every wallet address, okay? So you guys can go and track everything that I'm doing with these wallets. And you'll see I'm doing exactly as I say I'm going to do. Tappy has bundles. Look at that project. Oh, I know, right? That shit's wild. And people will see bundled and like even Why Not says it. He's like, yeah, this is a bundler, but it doesn't mean that you can't make money off of it. And absolutely, especially with me, like you know who the dev is, you can trust the dev. I'm doxxed, my wallets are doxxed, like so like my name is on the line here. I'm not going to do anything. If you're running in losses, just Unk had the same kind of bubbles, then airdropped the supply to holders. Yeah, I saw that. That was so crazy. Like one of them was like over $100,000 in airdrop, and no one sold after Unk just airdropped that supply everywhere. No one fucking sold. I think that was like the largest airdrop in history, right? It's different when the top 10 holders are bundler snipers. Exactly. And we don't have that. The top 10 holders of this project are you people here that support this. Jade Ann says, bro fell off. Oh, thank you for the love, man. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you, bro. I said the same thing to Jade Ann the other day in his live. I'm teasing you though, bro. I know you're teasing me too, man. It's good to see you, Jaydan. Was wondering what happened to you, man. You were gone for a bit. That's why I said it. That's what's good, man. That's what's good. Yeah, I'm a character, bro. Like I like to tease. Um, I have a good time here, man. Like, but mad respect to you, bro. It's good to have you back, bro. Good to have you back, Jaydan. Welcome to the fray. We're back at it, baby. Dude, my stream has evolved so much, bro. Since we first met, man. Like, like a whole new thing. Like, I'm not even like a live streamer anymore, man. I'm a dev of a project now. This is my project we're looking at right now. I made the first tokenized AI music record label, and so like that's what I'm doing now. I'm a developer. I'm not even into like I'm not even trading anymore. Like I'm like so far beyond that. Like since we went into the bear or after the bear drop and we kind of went into the crab market, um, I haven't needed to trade. Obviously I still kind of do, but like I'm making more money out of liquidity pools, out of deving these projects. Like it's just I mean, I still do trade and I still teach people, and like, but it's crazy how like, your stream evolves over time. It's about finding your thing, bro. Absolutely. You know what? I was like, I'm tired of just like buy token, sell token, trade token. I was like, I want to learn how to actually use this technology. I want to learn how to actually, um, use DeFi and make money off it passively and all these different things. So like I developed this project and then I was like, this is a way that I can teach the community how to do what I've learned. So that's like where I'm at now is like try to be an educator of the community in DeFi and teach them how to make passive income so that way they don't just have to buy tokens and sell them. They can buy tokens and hold them and earn passive income. That's the goal here, right? Is like we want to make money while we're asleep. That's what it's about. Obviously, I don't fucking sleep because I'm a workaholic. But yeah. It's good to see you, bro. Glad to have you back, man. I was wondering when you were gonna come back, because like I had said something. I was like, "Yo, what happened to J-Dan?" And people were like, "Oh, he's probably working or this or that." And I'm like, "Yeah, probably." I was like, "I wonder when he's gonna come back." And some people were, "Life hit, dude. I feel it, bro. Life hits." And I mean, even country kind of like dropped off for a while, and he's like, "Yeah, life's hitting." You know, people got businesses, they got jobs, they got families. Like, I get it. Like me, I'm a little bit different. Like, my business is crypto, my job is crypto, my job is the live stream. But like, yeah, I took 2 weeks off because I was traveling on tour. You know, I just released the album. J-Dan, oh my God, bro. Hey, Jaden, can I send you some supply of my token so that you can have the rights to my album and you could play it on your show? I made a whole like crypto music album. And I know you always have like the fire beats, but it's like I made like good crypto music. I think you might be interested. If you want to hit me up, bro, I'll send you some supply of the token, and then that gives you rights. So you have to have supply of the token in your wallet in order to play it because it's copyrighted in a way where the smart contract governs the music, and so it'll get flagged on like social media or whatever. You can't like screen record it, you can't do a bunch of things. But if I send you the supply, you can just listen to it on your show if you want to. I don't know, if you want to, just let me know. If not, no big deal. But yeah, that's the cool thing about this project too, guys, is this is the record label. The album I just released is also tokenized. That's the music you've been hearing me listen to, you know, here on the show and stuff. It's also tokenized. So like if you guys want to listen to the album, okay, if you just want to listen to it, you only got to hold one token. It's like a fucking penny or less than a penny, right? But if you want to have the rights to download it, play it on other platforms and things like that, you have to have 5 million tokens. But if you're a creator and you want to use the music, the early people that come on and that I know personally, um, I will send you that supply, and you can have the rights to that music for your live streams. And that way, like if you're using YT, you won't get flagged with like the copyright issues for music. So, and I know a lot of people are starting to move to YT. All right, fam. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Let's see here. Let's give you a new one. What's going on, everybody? Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, follow me on all platforms at Ozthecryptogoat. How's everybody doing? How we doing? Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I'm going to share the show out. I do not have time for this right now, but apparently I have to do it. So I figured I'd do it before I take off. So here we are. But I'm just going to do a little address to you guys and a little Q&A. Give you guys an opportunity to ask questions. Maybe you are wondering what's going on. But I'm not going to hide under a rock. I shouldn't even be live right now. I should be on the road traveling right now. But it is what it is. So I'm taking the time for you guys, for the community, to address, what's happening and concerns you may have. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my headphones. Where am I at? I'm still at the studio. I have not even left for Vegas yet. I should already be gone. I should be gone. Look at, I'm in the studio. Like, I should be in Vegas, but I'm not, because we got to address some stuff that's happening with the project right now. A lot of people got shook out. A lot of FUD going around on TikTok. And as you know, the core holders of this project are from TikTok. So a lot of people got scared because of rumors and things that were going around TikTok. And there was a massive shakeout that happened. Everyone just started unloading for no apparent reason. You know, it just is what it is, Evan had mentioned that, people need to take profits or whatever. And I said, hey, guys, you might want to take some profits just to do the right thing, And everyone just started unloading, which is crazy. But we bounced back. We're already at a 50K market cap. I built the tokenomics into this coin to keep it from dying. So, yeah. Some people just lost their positions, just is what it is. And that's unfortunate that, they got shook out the way they did, and, they may not come back. They may just be like, I'm done with it, whatever, and that's fine, whatever it is they decide that they're going to do. I just wanted to give the community an opportunity to get into this before big players did and have an opportunity to make some money. But it just seems a bit childish the way some people have been acting about this project. Favorite jam is Jeets and Chads, for real, right? Let me grab my headset real quick. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. So, yeah, guys, I just want to let y'all know I'm supposed to be on my way to Vegas right now. I'm supposed to be getting a haircut right now. Supposed to be doing a lot of other things right now, but unfortunately, there's just a lot of rumors going around about me. So I'm here to address them, because I'm not going to hide just because of some FUD, right? This project is far from over. How's it going today? I'm doing just fine, actually. I'm doing just fine. Good to see you, Ernie. What's up, Elon Muff? What's up, Carl? How's everybody doing? Does anybody want to come up and talk about the project with me and have any questions or concerns about what's happening? There is another Elon. Elon is the name of IT guy. So we want to take this opportunity to talk to people if they have any questions or concerns about the project, what's going on. What's up, Satosh?
What up?
How you doing, man?
I'm in Vegas.
You are, dude. I'm supposed to be in Vegas right now, and I'm stuck here doing damage control.
I know. I thought you was coming, and that other lady that was always on. I can't ever remember. Amy.
Amy's not coming anymore. However, I am coming. I'll be there shortly. I'm like very
Shortly.
close to Vegas. I
Do you live
basically
down
live
the
in
road
Vegas.
or what?
What's that?
Do you live down the street?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in Vegas already. That's where the studio's at. Why damage control? So there was a bit of some FUD that was circling around TikTok about the project, and a lot of people just started panic selling. So that's what we're addressing. The project is still on. It is not a rug. Um, what you saw in the project was people panic selling, just because of rumors going around or whatever and whatnot. It just is what it is. But no, the project is still on. Everything is still going. I never sold any. I actually bought the dip because this is a real project and what I'm working on.
It's time for some panic buying now.
Yeah. CCS says, what was the panic? What was the rumor? I mean, the rumor was that because it was launched on Pump Fun, it was not safe, basically. But we've designed the tokenomics on this project uh, to keep it safe. We have supply control, and we have a large amount that have been burned. We've had a large amount that have been locked up for over a year. And then on top of that, each time it dips, I'm just buying more, which is just gaining more supply control. So the project's solid. It's just some people, you know, got shook out, and they're gonna get shook out. The what's the total quantity? So as of right now, there's about 8% in my dev wallet. There's another um, almost 70 million. And what is locked by team and treasury? So 8% is untouched by myself. We have about 70 million that are locked for a year. And we have, and it might be more than 70 million. If you go to my website, it's cryptorev.llc. I'm not sure if it's 100% updated. The total supply is 1 billion. Total supply is 1 billion. I've got control of around 20% right now. And yeah, I don't touch my bags. I'm just giving people the opportunity to be in it early. We've got some big investor meetings that are coming up this week here at Vegas. So yeah, I wanted to give people the opportunity, but a lot of people got shook out. Team of devs, yeah. So like, I've got some supply, and which is, I think in my dev wallet alone is like 8 or 9%, and then obviously Jesse has some, Elon has some, but it's not like a lot that they're holding, but they have some, they hold it. And then there's also like a lot of key people from TikTok that, you know, they bought and they rode it all the way to the bottom. They're ride or die. But we do have supply control just between myself and what's locked up. What does the total team hold? Somewhere around 20%. Yes, and holding strong. Bounce back instantly because of the tokenomics. So people, got shook out. Some people repositioned. Some people bought later on and took it as an opportunity to sell and buy the dip. You said you hold 20%, so you or the team hold 20%. So in my dev wallet, I hold about 8%, and then there's the locked in burn supply, which is close to, I'm not exactly sure what the percentage is, but it's about 10%. I'm just like rough catching the numbers, so that's about 20% right there. And then there's whatever Elon and Jesse hold. I don't count what Elon and Jesse hold as core holdings, but I do know that they're not touching their bags. Are they part of the team? Yeah. So Jesse's like the manager here. Elon's a co-dev on the project, but they don't have much invested. They couple $100. As far as myself, okay, so then what they own is very important. Yeah, I'd say that they probably own maybe a few 100,000 tokens at the most. They each bought it a couple $100 worth, no big deal. And that was later on, They didn't buy like at launch. We bought on the top of the community. And a lot of those community people got shook, and they dumped some of their supply, and when it fell, I swooped it back up. Just is what it is. Unfortunately, some people lost their conviction. Elon Musk says, I'm still solid. Nice. Yeah, Story's still here. And a lot of people, they're just holding on. They understand. Did I own 20% before or after the dip? I owned basically 20% before, but I just got an extra couple percentage on top of it when it dipped. I've just been putting my creator fees into it. But yeah, when it first launched, I didn't own any of the supply. And we allowed the community to come together and buy first. I bought on top of them. So who did sell? We don't know who sold, but they sold and they're out. Jeets are out. People are going to do that. I mean, that's just the market. People are going to buy supply and they're going to sell supply. And so when they sell it, I just accumulate more of it to put it back into the treasury. And that's literally what I said I was going to do from the get-go. I just wanted to give people that have been with me for a very long time an opportunity to buy first. It went from 256 to 19, so there was a lot of sales, almost leaving you the only holder. Yes, not only me. There was a few hundred people that held all the way to the bottom. But yeah, people are gonna sell. I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure a lot of people panic sold, and that wasn't the first time, that we ran up to a really high number and then it collapsed because a video was made about the project that just sent it right on back down. Okay. And then literally right after, did you sell any? Absolutely not. I did not sell a dime. And the only reason, like my dev thing, like, here, you know what? I'm going to pull it up for you. Check it out. I'll pull it up for you. I'll show you. Proof. Let me show you here. So this is Crypto Revolution, right? This is the project. You can show all the bubbles. So you can see where the dev bought and where the dev sold. Look at, I bought the dip right here. Okay? Buys, 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 buys. There is one dev sold right here. This was some kind of glitch or something with Pump Fun, and I guess they've redone it. Where basically what happened was is I went to buy with my creator rewards, and it sold my bags, and I just instantly bought it back. And I bought all the way on the way down. So other than that, no, I haven't sold any.
I know it may sound crazy, but like a lot of times there's like a whole bunch of bots that will follow your wallet, and sometimes it's worth it just to sell a penny, just to get those bots and shake them out. Because as soon as they see you sell, they'll all sell.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. CCS, you want to come up here? Yes. So my wallet, before we bonded, I believe it was, we had some issues, or it was like just post bonding. We had some issues. Since then, I haven't sold. Um, it was a very minuscule amount, and I instantly bought right back. It's all trackable. I'll drop my wallet address for you to go double check and look at. Obviously, uh, this is my wallet address. I'm been very transparent with everyone here. So that's the dev wallet right there. You're more than willing to pull that and see where the sells were and how the buys were. It was literally a sell and instantly a rebuy because it was like, oh shit, there was a mistake there. So, yeah, nothing fishy going on. And go right ahead. You want to see if you're find something nefarious I'm doing? No. Okay. This is my baby. I in my dev wallet, like at the highest it's been, I've had somewhere around like 20K. Okay, I've got way more invested into this in marketing and with the team and everything. That's like not even enough to cover half of what I've got into this project. So, if that's what you're looking for, you're gonna come up with nothing. Because honestly, like I'm not making any money off this. This was just giving the community an opportunity to be in on something ground floor. The whole point is you can't prevent the rug. It's sitting at 44K now from the top. I mean, you can prevent the rug. I mean, and here's the thing is people are going to sell. And by the way, this was not a rug. Okay. It wasn't one person just yanked it. Okay. A bunch of people got shooken up from FUD on TikTok and all the little circles, everybody talking, all the things they've been saying, and they all started panic selling. Okay. That can happen in any market. Anyone that can happen to. So is it a rug? No. Did one person just freaking yank the rug out from under this? No. The entire community all got shook up over some FUD and started panic selling. That's what it was. So is it a rug? No, it's not a rug. It's just panic selling. Someone back me up here on this. Somebody, anybody? CCS, come up here and talk to me, though. I'm not looking for anything. I'm doing my due diligence like all tokens. That's awesome, man. And I think you should. I think you should look into it. And that's honestly why I'm okay. I just dropped you my wallet address. And you can look and see what's going on there. Oz, I have to say it's very unfair to blame the community. I'm not blaming the community, okay? I'm just saying that people get shook. You tell people to take some profits and they dump their bags. I would say that is a bit of a community problem. Maybe lack of education, maybe not understanding how it works. But yeah, some people just unloaded. It just is what it is. Did I ever tell anyone to just unload their bags? No. I tried to inform people because of, the scrutiny that I was put in under by Evan and Alex, that it is okay to take profits, and people unloaded. Is that my fault? No, but you know what? If that's what they're going to do, they're priced out of the project anyway now. So we move on, we rebuild. What else can we do? This is just the market. This is just what happens. This is why when it dips like that, I buy more supply, because it's taking that supply out of those people's hands and putting it in mine. But is this over? Far from it. I would say that it's brought the community together a bit stronger, and it's torn a few people away from it. And that's just what it is. Does that mean that the project's over? Does it mean that the tech is trash? Does it mean that it's a bad idea? Absolutely not. It just means that some people lost their conviction. Just is what it is, guys.
So, Oz, is that the lights of Vegas behind you?
Yeah, I'm actually in Vegas. Is where I'm stationed out of, but I will be staying. I'm a little outside of Vegas, but I will be staying in Vegas for the convention, just to be closer, to not have to drive back and forth. So like I'm close, but I'm supposed to be gone. I'm supposed to be packed. I'm supposed to be doing a lot of other things right now, but I didn't want the community to think that I'm hiding through all this, like I'm up to something nefarious. It just is what it is. We had a panic
Also,
sale.
you're not in Vegas yet, or you are?
I mean, I'm stationed by Vegas.
Okay.
We're close enough. I don't have to fly or anything. It's just I'm not going to be driving to the convention center every day. I'm going to be staying in Vegas.
When does
What's
it
up?
actually start? Tomorrow?
Yeah, it starts tomorrow morning. Remy says, "What's up with all the wallets clustered and the wallet addresses you just sent in chat?" Okay, so my wallet address, that's the dev wallet. The other wallets are people that bought a lot because they support me and support what we're doing. And so we had them split it up into smaller wallets so that they couldn't just hit the sell button and rug the project. And to lower the top 10 holders percentage. And honestly, guys, anyone that wants to ask me a question, I'm going to be very open and transparent with you about what's going on here. I got no reason to lie to anybody. The community is my number one priority over this project. So here we are. I shouldn't even be live right now. I should be worrying about other things right now. I need to get a haircut. I need to finish packing. I need to do a lot of things, but I'm here because I felt like it's something that needed to be done. It just is what it is, guys. I don't think it's any one person that did anything on purpose. I think people just started seeing it go down, and some people took profits, and others just unloaded their bags. That's just what it is. And I don't think we should hate anyone for it. This is crypto. It's volatile. Things like this just happen. Does it mean that the project's over and dead? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're just getting started. These are things that projects see in their infantile stages. It's just part of it. I think it would be an issue if I had unloaded on it, each and every one of you. Absolutely. I would say come after me, with your pitchforks and your torches, because that's wrong. Especially saying like, hey, what, but like I'm not going to sell and I'm not going to do all these things and we're doing a legitimate thing. And then as the dev, I rug the project. Absolutely. That would be very nefarious, but that's not what happened. People just sold. People are going to get shook. And you know what? People got shook and rebought. That's why it's already at a 50K market cap. Just is what it is. You know, I want to say one thing. And I think out of me trying to do the right thing, it could have started this cascading effect. I put out a message to a lot of people and said, hey, the chart is coming down. Is the project over? No, actually, I'm going to read to you word for word what I said. I think that that is best to be transparent. Um, but I had said this. And this may have been what started it. What was it malicious? No, it was out of guilt for some
Can
of
you
the
say the
things.
day and the time, Oz?
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now.
Thank you.
Um, when did I? Okay, at on Friday at 11:33 p.m. I posted this. I said, people are dumping their bags left and right. I'm not saying this is over, but I want everyone to know it's okay to take profits and try at least get your initials out before it comes down. I said, I'm not touching my bags. If the ship goes down, the captain goes with it. Out of guilt for what was said about me on Evan's Live, they said that I said not to take profits, is where that message came from. I wanted people to know, like, I'm not upset if you take profits because it's going up, it's coming down. You should be taking a little bit out and either using it to buy the bottom or get your initials out. That could have been what started it. Just me saying that. It could be my fault. But I think a lot of it, had to do with a lot of people have been saying a lot of nasty things about the community and the project. Um, it's just FUD, guys. FUD happens in projects. But is there anything nefarious happening? No. I think people
You know
just got shook.
what amazes me, Oz, is you see so many of these coins, these meme coins and NFTs, but primarily meme coins that absolutely have no utility value at all, like the fart coin. I saw one the other day. It was called a poop coin. I'm going, really? Are you kidding me? And it had like I can't remember what the market cap on it was, but it was like, I couldn't freaking believe it, you know? So, I mean, there's people putting these coins out every day just to put it out there with no valid use case behind it, you know? And here you've got this, you've put this together, you've thought through it, you're a critical thinker. You put it all together so there is a definitive use case and utility in this token.
Yeah. And Johnny Flowers says, when you went on that live, that's when it went downhill. And I agree with that statement. And Roaring Granny says, you don't lose until you sell. Exactly. I think people just lost their conviction because of some FUD, and that's all right. We rebounded. We're at 50K. Doesn't mean that it's unsafe. You know, people are going to panic sell when they're going to panic sell. That's just what it is. It doesn't mean that anything nefarious happened. So I would encourage you, those of you that are looking into it. I know CCS is looking into it. I know other people are looking into it. They want to find something, but in my opinion, I don't think there's anything to be found. I've been looking into it, and it's just people from the community just started unloading. That's just what it is. And they got fearful. You know, uh, so what do we do? How do we move forward? We just keep building again. I don't give up that easy. We just rebuild. As you can see, I brought it up earlier. I bought the dip on this because I know that this thing is far from over.
See, the thing is, it has not failed. and there's no rug been pulled. It went down like everything does. I mean, some people get involved in new stocks when they come out, IPOs, and they put all this money in, and all of a sudden, before you know it, maybe you spend $40 a share, and it's down to $5 a share, and you go, what the is going on here? But it's still alive, and then it starts coming back up again. I mean, it's the same sort of thing. And the thing that brought me in this, and me, I'm very careful now when I buy into a project. Exceptionally careful, because of what happened to me. Okay, but I felt comfortable enough with you and with this project and with what it is and what it means and the utility in this project to go ahead and purchase. And I've managed to DCA my level down to 0.00028. So that's I'm really happy with my position. And I think if some people buy a lot, I think it's important that possibly they do think about taking profits to get their initial investment out of it. Okay, I think that's smart. That's
Right.
that's smart trading.
Panic selling is
Okay.
not smart trading.
No, panic selling's not. But on the other hand, you take a look at the panic selling, and that's an opportunity to buy. I've heard it time and time and time again that when people are shouting and screaming that the sky is falling, that's the time to get the money out and to make some purchases.
Dread says, "Who rugged my grandmother?" No one rugged her. No one got rugged in this one. And I can definitively tell you that there's proof on the blockchain of that. That it just came from FUD that I believe started here on TikTok and circulated like a cancer, and it just turned into a problem.
I think it looks relatively stable now, based on what I've seen and in the chart. It just, to me, it looks like it's hit some stability at this point.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, just kind of streaming through the TikToks, checking out all the crypto projects, and I just wanted to tell you guys, you don't ever have to give up, man. The project I was working on, it launched and it did really good. Went to like 140, and then it went to 4,300. And Saturday we hit over 30 million because we never gave up.
There you go.
So if you're a good dev and a good team, it doesn't even matter. Now's the time you accumulate supply. You trust in each other, the process. You show up every day, and that's all you got to do. You'll see. It might take a couple days to get over all the smoke. Once the dust settles, you just keep pushing, man. That's all you got to do.
And I'm
serious.
too tenacious, bro, to give up.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
You'll be fine.
And that's what I'd be trying to tell people is like, don't get shook. We've already seen this thing rebound to, I think we went from 215K down to like 25K, and it happened like overnight, and then we rebounded to a new all-time high from there.
Yeah.
And this has already happened before. There's nothing new. It's just,
you already know. Already know.
Like,
yeah.
People are just losing their conviction is all, and they're just losing their positions. That's
which chain are you on?
We're on Solana.
Yeah. So you probably already know my project, but I don't want to be like rude and disrespectful, but we went from 4,300 to 30 million, literally by not giving up.
Dude, go ahead and mention your project.
It's Make Aliens Great Again.
Yep, I know who you are, buddy.
And if we want the trenches to be good this year, guys. We want good communities, do the right thing, and never stop pushing the project. If you believe in it, then that's all you need to do, and just keep fighting. That's it.
Guys, the dev of Make Aliens Great Again is on my show right now. What the fuck? That's crazy, bro. Hey,
Dude, we're changing the trenches, man. I'm going to be in Miami next week. The wife and I,
I'll
we
be
already
there.
booked our flights. We'll be at Consensus. You'll be down there?
I'll be there.
You'll see me, man. My name's Dan. My name's Dan in real life. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, brother. Send me a DM and a friend request so that I can make sure we link up in Miami.
Yeah. I'll be there. Misty, when are we going to be there? 4th? Like, we're going to fly in Monday night, and then we got to leave Thursday night because I got to move my daughter home from college Friday. So it's just a lot going on that week. But I'll be down there. Walt invited us. You know, we were on the Kid and Walt this morning for the 12 o'clock show today.
Nice. Yeah, Walt's a good guy, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. But it seems like you got a good community and people need to start trusting the process again. And that's what's going to save the trenches for 2026. I mean, serious. You just find the good communities. And like it happened to me and our team, and it's going to happen to other teams. It's going to start being a snowball effect. It's going to be good for all you guys because we're going to start changing the narrative now. Ball's in our court.
Absolutely, 100%, man. I saw that the trenches needed work, and that's why we're here. And obviously, this is a war, man, and it's not going to happen without a fight.
100%, man. No, I mean, I just want to see the good projects win this year. Tired of the serial launchers and people just starting something. And if you, here's my advice to anybody. If you're going to launch a token, the narrative should be strong enough to live forever. If it can't live forever, if it's just a moment in history for like one current event, it will never last. You know, if it's strong enough, it'll live on forever. And that's how you do it. And you have to have a community. It doesn't work without a community. And the fact that this dev here is showing his face, being real with the people, he's doxing himself, he's got nothing to hide. That's when you know they're real. You know what I mean? Like any person that's real is willing to show their face, you know? And like, I'm a real guy too. And I show my face. I'm not hiding anything, you know? And that's what the trenches needs. It needs real people, guys. That's all you got to do is be real.
100%, man.
I love that, Dan. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I
thank
really
you, Dan,
appreciate
for
that.
coming on, man, and showing that support. And what a phenomenal project you've dev too, by the way. I bought a little bit. I'm not touching it. I just bought it to see, just because I liked it. A lot of the things I buy,
it's the culture.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's what we're trying to build here with Crypto Revolution is culture, and changing the way the trenches operate, just like you said, man. And I think we have the opportunity here to do that and do something great here as a community.
Yeah, guys. All we did was make a big dent in the crypto space without the KOLs and the unorganic growth. Like everything that happened to us was like us in the trenches every day for 2 months at 50,000 ish, plus or minus. Same people showing up, had a big dream, knew where it could go, and it just waited for that one moment to change everything. And all of you guys could do it. You guys, you don't, it's not like you have to buy my token or whatever, but if you believe, if you're convicted in something, you stick to it, and this space will attract it. You'll attract people that are like you over time, and it will only build, and it builds trust. Believe in yourselves, believe in the people up and down around you that keep coming and showing up every day, and it could change for you guys too. My life is forever changed. I'm not going to lie. My life is forever changed, and I was just like you guys not so long ago, and it could happen just like that. But we need to change the space. We need to clean it up and start doing the right thing. And I just want to go to good projects and share love and let them know like it's worth fighting for. You just do the right thing and be good people, and the rest is going to happen.
Thank you,
Hey,
man.
Dan.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Dan, this is Stories Behind the Songs. How you doing? I'm Ray.
Nice to meet you, Ray.
Yeah, same here. Did your price point start out similar to ours?
So we launched, and within 3 days we had 140K. And then by that Sunday, we were 4,300 market cap. And there's only a handful of us left. We built a badass website, had decks paid for, really believed in what we were going to do and the narrative of it, and really thought it could run for long term. And we said, you know what? We don't care about everybody that left us. It's fine. We're going to accumulate, and we just accumulated to control the supply. And we just slowly worked our bags, and we just believed in the mission. And just to show you how tight, knitted group we are that's holding it down, you guys see that, just that huge God candles and candles and candles, and we just keep holding because we keep believing, and we know we're changing the trenches.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just looked at the program. It looks like a pretty interesting project.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, we're evolving. We're getting on major exchanges. We're working it out daily. I mean, every day it seems like there's a new exchange that's listing us, and we don't give any supply to anybody. We cherish our supply. We don't give it to KOLs. We don't give it to exchanges. We give out Solana. Every show I go on Spaces and I give out Solana. I don't give out our tokens. Our tokens too valuable.
That's where I'm at with it. I don't give away any supply. I'm looking for any opportunity to load up on more.
Correct. That's what you do at every level. We accumulate at every key level, and you have to have the supply control, and that's how you protect the project. A good dev and a good team will realize once you run up and everything else, there's accumulation zones that the team should be buying and supporting the floor and protecting the project, and it keeps the bad people from loading up and hurting your chart. Because there's people that want a quick dollar, and there's people that want to keep showing up every day and build with their friends.
Yep. Wadi, what's up, brother? Go ahead.
What's going on, OZ? Hello, everyone. Okay, so, bro, I am not against you. I just want to clear that up. I'm not against what you got going on here. Um, but I do want to ask you this. Are you aware of usually what happens with pump fund tokens?
Absolutely. And
Okay,
usually it's
so
because the dev is extracting. Usually it's because the dev isn't as soon as things go south, they yoink their bag.
okay, but not only that, sometimes, and I'm telling you from experience, I'm not saying it's going to be your case. Hopefully, it's not your case, but I've seen many other content creator as why, um, likewise, they launched their own project and all of that, and everything is great, sounds great. The only problem is that what I noticed that even when the creator have their best intention at heart, which I believe that's what you do, um, the some way somehow the project turns out to be a slow rock. So what I'm trying to say here, bro, like you still have time to stop this train and redo the project outside of Pump Fun. That's what I really think you should do because I would hate it for things to turn out to look bad and then everyone starts leaving you a scammer. You do, well, some people say that that was misinformation, but I do recall when we first met around there, you had another project, I believe, correct?
No.
Okay.
I'd done some
There
like
was,
silly projects on Pump Fun before that were like
yeah, that's what I'm
nothing to
saying,
it.
but there was another project that I recall.
I'm gonna say probably not. Like I made a few memes and we turned them into coins, and they were just whatever. They never really did
Okay.
anything. I didn't put anything into it. I just launched a coin on Pump
Okay,
Fun.
so you see that right there itself, bro. Like I said, I'm not against you. So don't take it as I'm trying to attack you or your project or your community. What I'm trying to tell you is that that right there itself, it starts to look bad because you already created a few before and now you have this project. So people are going to start wondering, well, what's so different about this project? And then when you see,
Utility.
because I have checked the chart, I'd seen it, go to like 200 and almost 60K, I believe. And then it dropped down to like about 38K. And then it pumped back up to like 100 something. And now it's back down. So that is going to be very hard for you to sustain. And let's say an example that, let's just say it's not you, it's not any of you from your team, but yet it may even be the pump fund people. Then you know what's gonna happen, Oz. You're gonna keep on throwing your money at the project. The community is going to keep throwing money at the project, and the project is going to stay doing the same thing. And it's going to be a time where you're going to get tired and you're going to get upset, or the community is going to get upset. And then that's going to be the end of the project.
I'm going to speak up real quick before I got to go. And everything he's saying, in my opinion, that's what people kept telling us at MAGA. They kept telling them we couldn't do it. There's too much. You'll wear out. You'll get exhausted, and to give up. And we never stopped giving up. The guy that's talking right now, we didn't listen to people like that. I'm just telling you, that's the difference between us and making it and not making it. And I'm sure he doesn't mean any rude by it, but you have to believe in what you're doing. And if you truly are convicted in your project, then you ride it out and you just keep fighting. But that's all I got to say. You guys have a good night.
Hey, thank you, Dave. I appreciate you. And Waddy, I appreciate your concern as well. Uh, but one thing I have learned in crypto is it's very volatile. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. Doesn't mean that because it's on pump fund that anything is happening. That's just what it is.
Okay. No, I mean, I understand your stand, and the only thing I could tell you, Oz, is good luck to you, bro. And hopefully things do work out because, like I said, the time that I do know you, you don't strike me as a bad person. So hopefully things work out for you, man. That's all I gotta say
And
there.
I appreciate that, man.
And
And I know that you, because we've been friends a long time, Waddy. I know that you have nothing but the best intentions for me, and I appreciate you, bro.
no, likewise, man. Like I said, um, there is, like, I just read someone said, there's haters out here. No, there is no need for me to hate. So to be honest with everyone, I care about crypto. I care about crypto communities and content creators that put out the work, put out the right information, and that really trying to help people in this space. Because I've been robbed, I've been scammed, I've been pretty much through it all in 8 years that I have been here. Oh, okay, no, no, then you're good. My apologies. But that's what I'm saying. That I've seen great content creators because they decided to bring out a coin, or suddenly in the community hates them. One of them, my crypto journey, which is Ronnie. I'm a personal friends of his. There is BitBoy Crypto. Everyone remembers Bancoin, and all these guys have the money to sustain the project, but it just came to a point that they couldn't handle it anymore, and they felt like they were just being the liquidity exit for the holders. So hopefully, once again, um, Oz, I wish you the best, bro. And I would really consider, just consider the thought of changing what vehicle you're using right now.
And we
The
have,
idea, uh,
we have, and there is possibilities that we can do where what we do is we offer people to burn the supply of the token they have now, and upon the proof of that, they get
hold on, bro.
airdropped the new token. These are things that we're contemplating and thinking about doing, but at the same time, I think that if it hadn't been for the choice of pump fund, we would not have received the recognition that we're getting on this. And that's partially why I chose Pump Fun, is because we wanted to bring integrity into a den of thieves. Um, what you see generally in Pump Fun, the issue is that
Bro,
it lies on the dev.
sorry.
The dev
OZ.
rugs the project.
OZ. Sorry, bro. I'll be back because I ordered food and they were just calling me.
Hey, no worries,
I'll
brother.
be back. All right, Mike.
You know, it's interesting, Oz. I got involved initially in crypto because I was actually looking to create an NFT or a meme coin based on my son's art. And that's what got me into that's what led, unfortunately, I ended up going down the wrong path and met some people who said they would help me, and then I got taken. But but I'm still interested in doing my own coin based on mental health. Code Purple coin. But I don't. I just don't want to, like you said. I just don't want to put something out there. And I think a lot of these people on Pump Fun, I think that's what they do. They'll just throw a coin out there because anybody can really make a coin, I guess. You know, and then they sit back and pump it up, and their sole purpose is to make money. Your sole purpose is to actually build this record label.
Exactly.
You know,
There's
I
real
mean,
utility, there's real use case,
yeah,
and the tokenomics are no different than anywhere else. Uh, Most platforms are very similar for how the tokens are launched. Some of the ones that they had recommended on Evan's show don't really work for what we're trying to build and what we're trying to do. Everyone should have an opportunity to be allowed to buy this token, just like anything else on the market. So,
yeah.
um,
I see. Yeah, CSS. I saw your comment down there, and I agree. We all want to make money. I mean, there's nobody's denying that. You know, you know, you have to make money in order to survive in this world. You know, but it really, I think it really, in this particular case, I think it's really the purpose of what this coin is for. I've been in the music business now. I run a small record label to promote my son's music. For about 10 years now, I guess. I've never really made a lot of money in it, and we haven't made any money in it. But it was just basically to manage his. So I understand, and the music industry is changing. It's changing rapidly, and the artists are getting screwed. And this is one way I see that the artists can actually, I think, do well, in the long run. If this all works out, and I'm a believer, I feel it will work out.
I
And,
would say this: look at what this project has already done, just based off of what I put together. We had the dev of Make Aliens Great Again on our show. We've had Jem. We've had Walter, Mike. These are big people in the space that see the conviction. They see the project and they're like, "Man, this is big," you know? And maybe you just want to see it as a meme coin. If that's all you did was look at it like a meme coin, this is like the mother lode of meme coins. You have an opportunity, even just as a meme coin, let alone the utility. Okay? Let that sink in a little bit. That's the kind of attention that we're getting here, that people are just, yo, Oz is the dev of crypto revolution. People want revolution in the crypto space. They're hungry for it. The people are hungry for revolution. But it's also, revolution is a war, and it's going to be one battle after another. And I'm ready to fight it. I know most of you are too. You've been here riding with me for a long time. If you ride with the goat, throw the horns up. Put the horns in the chat if you ride with the goat. Put an L in the chat if you don't ride with the goat. you know, and let's see what the consensus here is between people. Horns horns in the chat, not a W, but I get it. W's in the chat, I guess too. You know, I'm seeing lots of goats and lots of W's, lots of horns. I don't see any L's. You know, even if you just look at this coin like it's a meme coin, we're on to something, baby. And then you add the utility and how different it is from everything else. This is mind blowing. People realize what's going on. People are paying attention. What's up, Fran? How you doing?
Hey guys, I didn't mean to come in and then you interrupt your speech.
You're good. That's pretty
Not
much
much
it.
going on. I just was hanging out with Crypto Fam a little bit, and now I'm here.
Well, welcome. We had the dev of Make Aliens Great Again on the show just a minute ago.
Oh, that's fantastic. How did that go?
Pretty awesome. And he backed us up. You know, we're only as good as we are as a community and as we're willing to not give up. And obviously a lot of people got shook. Okay, take it as an opportunity. You know, I'm not giving up. I'm still buying dips. I'm still gaining more supply control every single day, and the community is as well. It's about that conviction and understanding what you're a part of and what you're holding on to is the difference between buying this coin and buying liquid butt coin. Okay? I feel like that I need to dev that project now. Liquid
Hey,
butt.
are you picking on Mother and I for buying liquid butt coin?
You know,
It's
even
probably
if
just as bad as the poop coin that I saw the other day when I was looking through them.
Shit face coin is literally a stick figure drawing of a dude shitting into a tube and it going into a mask on his face.
Hey, you know what? I bought Jizz coin yesterday. It didn't rug me, and it sure as fuck didn't top blast me. So
there you go. And that's what I'm saying is even if you just saw this as a meme coin, the people in the space, the devs of the greatest meme coins are looking at us and looking at our community and looking at our project and like, yo, there's